What is going on, my people? We are back in the studio. My name is Wole, your host of the pregame podcast. This is episode 2 of our spinoff show called Dude Cast. We got 2 new brothers in the building. We got 2 other brothers that'll be here with us in a few minutes. But everybody that's on this episode, they are friends of the show. They've been on the platform before. They know what time it is and how we get down. As you can see, we got all the libations in front of us. Today, we're going to talk some WWE. We're going to talk some NBA playoffs. We're going to discuss a little bit of this Diddy trial that's been going on that started on Monday. And then we're just going to talk about other dude shit. Whatever pops up, we're going to talk about it. So, to my left, we got my brother from another mother. Known this brother since high school. He's the king of R&B in the state of Rhode Island. Top 10 DJ. I'll say top 10 active. I'll say that for him. You know what I mean? He's making the face because he's humble. I'm a ride for my people, and I'm gonna say that for him because he's been on a absolute tear.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely, he's been on an absolute tear in the venues, on the radio, on to all that shit. My brother Nyce Hitz is in the building. Clap it up for Nyce Hitz.
Clap it up for you. Clap it up.
Clap it up. Clap it up. I didn't know he was Crip gang. You know what I mean? I didn't know he was a Crody.
No, we had to do Boston Blue. I do the red sometimes.
Got you. Okay. You different nigga, man. I didn't even notice the Celtic logo on there. To my right, we got my brother, my Nigerian brother, my Yoruba brother, Yoruba man.
Whatever.
Always in the gym. Every time I see him, he's benching 350. He's squatting 475. This guy's strong as hell. He got the black Michael Jackson leather joints on this Friday. My man Charles is in the building. Give it up for my brother Charles. How you feeling, bro? You good?
Good.
How you look healthy?
Hey, trying to live healthy, bro.
Yeah, word. You look strong too, man. That's what's up, bro. Thank you for joining us. I called you on the last minute tip today. Pause. That was crazy. and you said I'll be there. You've been wanting to come back on for a minute, so I'm glad we were able to make it happen. No women, so we're gonna talk our shit. You already know. We got Day that's going to be here from episode 1. He'll be here in a little bit along with my brother Chris, also a returning friend of the show. So before we get into topics, let's just check in, man. I'll kick us off. It's my birthday week. I turned 36 2 days ago on Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Started off the week strong. Went to that Kendrick Lamar SZA concert at Gillette Stadium.
How was it?
Fire, bro. Like, a lot of people are complaining about the back and forth because they did 6 sets each. Going back and forth.
That's dope.
That fire to me, I thought it was incredible. I think SZA is beautiful. Her set designs were crazy. She had all kinds of bugs and metamorphosis and all kinds of shit happening on the screen. I went to the show on shrooms because I didn't want to drink and be fucked up and have to keep going to the bathroom.
What time did you have to get there?
You had to get there. The parking lot's opened at 3. The venue opened for folks to sit down at 5. So I got down there and parked. And shout out to my brother Michael, a.k.a. King Bacon. He's one of the supervisors for the Gillette parking lots. Okay. So I called him up around 2 and said, yo, bro, what's the deal with the parking? Where should folks park if they're going to be coming from Rhode Island, this and that? He gave me and our brother Thompson the breakdown. And he was like, honestly, you should leave now. Like, if you want to avoid the traffic coming in, leave now. Because he said when Hove and Beyonce did the On the Run tour over there a few years back,
I went.
He said that there were people that pulled up at like 11 o'clock at night because they were stuck in traffic for that long, talking about, we're here for the concert. And he's like, yo, are you aware that the concert's almost over? Like, it's over in 30 minutes.
That's crazy.
And the girl's response was, anytime to see Beyonce, even if it's just for 10 minutes, is a lifetime experience. So I was like, okay, shout out to them, but that's not me. So we got there. I got there before Thompson. I got there probably like at 4:20, and I was like the first person to park in the lot that I was in. So I was chilling. I got there nice and early, hydrated. Ate my shrooms after we went to the little hibachi spot over there.
I was about to say they have like restaurants.
Yeah, we went to the little hibachi spot. It's right at the end of the strip. So like, if you know where the 2 hotels are at, if you've been to Patriot Place before, there's 2 hotels. There's a Hilton Garden and something else at the end of the strip, right across the street from the CVS. So we went to the little hibachi spot to chill for a little bit. Shorty, Thompson's date wanted to get some food, so they got some food, got some drinks, and we just kicked it until it was time to head over to the venue. And when we got to the venue, it was interesting because I haven't taken my wristband off. I bought floor seats for myself because that's what we do. As we get older, we save up money to buy the things that we want to treat ourselves. And they were in Gen Pop with the rest of the brokies and the peons. So when we got to the gate, they were like, floor seats, come this way. And the dude was like, yeah, oh, you got floor seats, so you go this way. And I looked at Thompson and I was like, have fun, nigga.
Oh, your seats, you go over there.
Yeah, man. They had to do the spiral and all that shit. Yo, there was a few. Rhode Island was in there. Prov was in there very, very deep.
Worth the price of admission?
Absolutely, bro. And with I didn't realize with Florida, that was my first time going to a stadium concert. I've been to a bunch of small ones. I've been to I've been to Strand a bunch of times. I've been to smaller venues than even the Strand. And club concerts, we've hosted some at, Elements, Rest in Peace, and all of these different local clubs. But when you have floor seats, you don't even need to be in your seat. You could just walk around on the floor. They don't fuck with you because the staff know you spent bread to be on the floor. And so being able to get up, especially when there was mad kids there, bro. There was just so much going on. And when you've ever done shrooms, like the lights, the fucking, like everything, the lights and the colors and all of that shit, it was a different experience. It was a very, very pleasant experience, but I noticed there's a lot of irresponsible parents out here. There was a lot of kids that were under 10 at this concert. And Scissor's talking about fucking her ex's best friend and sucking that nigga off. And
you think that was their first time hearing the song?
No, but still, to bring your kid to that and to spend thousands of dollars. I seen moms in there with their two daughters. I seen, moms in there with their sons that are 8 and 7. Like, Kendrick is over here. He got the food stamp shit on the screen when he's doing all right, and he's doing the Section 80 cuts and shit like that. These kids don't know what a food stamp is. They ain't never seen that shit before in their life. He's talking about sliding on niggas, and these kids are just like, eee. It was just crazy. And then they brought out everybody. They brought out the whites. They brought out the kids. They brought out the trans people. They brought out the OG black folk. They brought out the younger black folk, the Spanish, the Asian, the college students, the high school kids. High school kids, I'm so happy that we're adults because high school kids don't know how to dress. Like, that's one thing that always is going to bring joy to me.
Comfort. They dress for comfort.
They dress like
there was some Crocs in the building.
Crocs, dirty Nikes, dirty Adidas, merch. They got the merch shirt on, but the merch is black and blue, and then the sneakers are orange and yellow. Like, it's basketball shorts or Old Navy fit shorts. It was a mess in there, but didn't matter. I was on the floor by myself. I had a blast. Shout out to everybody from the city that went.
You went by yourself?
I went with Thompson and his shorty. Oh, we went up there together.
So it wasn't a double date thing. You was just
no. I was by myself, bro. Like, I didn't. No, I'm not bringing a girl. I can't bring a girl to something like that.
I mean,
that was for me. I couldn't go to a concert with a girl, even if I had a girl. Like, no. If she was a Super Scissor fan and I had a girl, perhaps. But I'm gonna buy her a floor seat over there.
To me, concerts like that work though. Like, you could bring a girl to a concert like that. Because Scissor's there. Kendrick, there's something for both. Like you said, On the Run, I brought somebody with me to that, and I think another concert I went to where it was like a female headliner and a male headliner. It works out like that. Now, if it was like Lil Wayne headlining, then no. Yeah, no. I just...
What, is that just specific to that concert? Or just
specific to that concert, and specific to that concert, but also for me, I like to do things at my own pace. I'm a Taurus. That's like one of the things about me. Like, and he knows this. He's known me for 20 years. Like, I do things at my own pace. Plus, I'm African. We're Nigerian, so like very headstrong, and we know what we know. We want what we want. Time is a thing.
You don't want somebody bothering.
I don't want nobody fucking with my time, right? Yeah. Thompson is a nigga that will fuck with your time.
Oh, like, absolutely.
He was late. I got there and I had to call him. He called me like 4 times to get the same information because he didn't coordinate his time the way that I did. Like, we had the same conversation with the guy who works at the parking lot because I had him on speaker, and he said, leave now. And I said, say less. Dapped him up. We both went into our apartment. We live in the same fucking crib. He lives in the first floor apartment. I live on the second floor apartment. He shouldn't have been late. You know what I mean? But he was. So, and then also when we bought tickets, when I bought my tickets in February, $450 for floor seats. Not bad at all. Them same floor seats, there was still some open. Even though it was a sold out show, I think they did like 63,000 out of 65, which is incredible. And the venue is 70,000, fucking nuts. But you can buy floor seats for $331 that day if you wanted to. There was still some that were open. And this motherfucker went and spent $170 and bought some of the worst tickets that you could buy.
I'll be in the building.
Yeah, just want to be there. Just want to be mixy. And there was a bunch of motherfuckers in there being mixy. So, yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. I can't do concerts with women. I don't think I would want to. I think because the joint is out there. A joint bagged me when I was there. I got a whole girl and I still got bagged. You know what I mean? Because I'm by myself vibing.
You do got a girl, huh? Mm-hmm. You did say the other day, like, oh yeah, I'm dropping my girl off, but I took it as like
my home girl.
Girl.
Nah, I have a girlfriend.
Like,
but about
maybe we'll talk about that on the pod.
It's been a little, yeah, we can talk about it. What's up? We can talk about it. I'm not
That's
you.
what's up, though. I'm happy for you.
Salud, man. Salud.
I've probably been in 2 relationships, like, before you got in one. So you can't say you're not me. You was very picky. You waited a long time.
I'm very picky. Yeah, 100%. You're picky too, though.
Yeah.
Yo, come on. We're not going to do this. Charles, how are you, sir? How have you been? How was your week? What's new?
Hey, week been great. Just completed a workout, so I'm trying to see.
Of course you did.
No, bro. I
Strong ass
I've been
nigga.
out for a long time. So
Stop saying it. You always post on IG 2-3 videos a week.
nah.
Oh, no.
Look at look at your biceps are just glistening.
You can see that, but
Make sure you talking to Mike, bro.
You're able to see that, but to me, I see something different. Just because I know my body, and I've not been to the gym in a minute, so for me, it's trying to come back and try to get myself back in the routine of stuff and all that. And after that, I want to begin a new program for myself.
Okay. What are your fitness goals going into 2026? Or to round
I
up
checked
the year?
myself the other day, like I was like 196.
How much?
196. So
It's not bad.
I'm trying to get back to like 205 or something.
Okay.
It's like
You try and bulk up.
Yeah, that's easy.
yeah, a little bit.
That's easy. Cutting is hard.
That would just be that because I looked at my body compared to how it was before, and it's not the same. So I'm just trying to get back healthy again.
Word. You are healthy. You just want to be bigger, stronger.
Healthy, subjective. I know my body.
Okay. All right. Cool. Fair enough. Fair enough. Mr. Hitz, what's
I can
new
put
with
you
you?
on the Nyce Hitz diet. You can gain 9 pounds like that.
This.
A lot of Hennessy and hookah.
You got to stop that hookah shit, man.
That shit drains my energy, bro.
Hookah is terrible for you, bro. But that no
Gotta
balance
balance it with the Hennessy.
you are bullshit. How you been, bro? What's good with you?
I'm good. I can't complain. You know, this is the longest that I've been home in over 2 years.
Word.
So,
Word.
you know, I just been readjusting to being around,
People.
not even people, just like being around like every week. You know what I mean? Like, so,
Are you being careful and selective about people's access to you since you've been back?
no, not even. I think a lot of people don't realize that, like, I'm back. Like, I'm like back for a little while. Mm-hmm. Like, if you know, you know. Like,
Yeah.
Like I'm back for a little while. So, like, even like when I see people, they be like, "Oh, we didn't know you was here. We want to book you for it." Like, no, I'm here, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so just dealing with that. But other than that, like, I can't complain, bro.
Word. Glad to hear that, man. Gotta hear that. All right. Shit, that's checking. Now it's time to get into the shit. You and I are both wrestling fans. Backlash was last Saturday.
Yes.
WrestleMania, both days, was last month.
Yep.
Some shit happened. Some things went down.
How do you guys do it?
We do. Well, he's never stopped. And my cousin, when he gets here, he's never stopped either. I came back 2 years ago for one person and one person only, Cody Rhodes, who dropped his belt last month at WrestleMania to John Cena, to the pleasure of many of the fans, to the dismay of myself. But I understand. They made sure that he held it for a year. They made sure the Mania date was out long enough. We had it for like a year and a week. So he had a good run. It served its purpose. But he dropped the belt to John Cena. John Cena turned heel, 2 months ago, along with The Rock. So let's
And
start
Travis Scott.
And Travis Scott. He's so out of place. But first things first, when it comes to this wrestling shit, are you upset like the rest of the fans in the universe about The Rock not being involved in any of the lead up to WrestleMania?
It's just weird.
It was weird.
Because they threw him in.
Yep.
Like, and put him in the storyline like in a major way. I think at Elimination Chamber, and we haven't seen him since.
Yes.
Or heard from him since. If it wasn't like in a role of him being a TKO board guy, you know what I mean. So storyline wise, he's been. Oh, and that's just been weird. Like it didn't make sense to me. Like
it didn't.
Bringing him and Travis Scott into, pretty much turn Cena against Cody, and then it's just like you leave, and then you continue with Travis Scott.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
That was the longest walkout in the history of walkouts. Travis Scott, man, he's so corny.
They had to tell him to take your time going out there, but that took a long time,
bro. That took like 7 minutes. And he just kept with his stupid ass fake hardcore belt. Like, what the fuck is going on, bro? And Cody lost, so I know you're happy about that.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about heel Cena's run so far as he's now the nigga with the belt?
I think that
the late niggas is here. Damien in the studio. Big Chris in the studio. Right here, man. Sit your ass down. Hurry up. Right on time because we're talking wrestling. So, what's up, bro? So how are you feeling about Cena's heel run so far, bro?
It's been all right. We got a long way to go.
I have water for you guys. But
I was actually getting water.
Okay.
We have a long way to go in it. Right now, it's been cool. I think that
you think they're wasting
the coming out every week and doing a promo every week is just like.
You're tired of it?
Yeah, that's kind of like...
He's smoking it, though.
He is, but...
If he wasn't active and had the belt, I couldn't put him on the list. Matter of fact, we'll do the list in a second, but he's smoking all of these promos.
He is.
I'm with him. He's right.
But, yeah, I think it's going all right so far. I like to let things play out. Like, even like how you asked me about The Rock not having any involvement
For sure.
or whatever, like, there could be something bigger playing out. They're not that stupid.
He spoke on it. He said, I planted the seed.
You believe it, though?
I do. I think when The Rock comes back, Cody goes heel. I do believe that.
So it's been a play the whole time.
I don't think they planned it to be that way, but I think afterwards, and they saw Cody get booed during the last promo with Cena on SmackDown, I think that was what they needed to say, all right, cool. Well, if they're going to boo this motherfucker, we going to go and turn him heel. And then it's going to be perfect because he's going to win the belt as a heel. Cena will become a face again. And it will probably be at SummerSlam or fucking something, one of the PLEs in the fall or whatever. But I think that's how they're going to do it.
Whether they want to accept it or not, Cena's a babyface right now.
The Rock.
Oh, because he flipped it because of the promos are so good.
The Rock has a new movie out, right?
He always has a new movie out.
No, there's this one about the UFC or something.
Yeah, the heavyweight dude.
yeah.
It's not out yet though. I think it drops in. It's a summer movie. No, that's not why. They called him because ticket sales for Elimination Chamber were down. So every single month they have a paid live event, and every paid live event they have like a 2 or 3 month stretch where they're overseas. Outside of that, all 9 months is all domestic shows all over the fucking country, bro. Actually, Raw is gonna be here in September or July or some crazy shit. July. So they're gonna do Monday Night Raw at the Dunkin' Donuts. They're not calling that shit the Imp. That's gonna happen right after Independence Day.
Center work.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, anything but the Imp. Fuck that shit. So
It don't sound bad.
I'm still not saying it. So that's gonna happen. But like Elimination Chamber ticket sales were down because The Rock went on somebody's platform and basically said it was a last minute decision. There was never any plan for the final boss to do, because that's his new name now. He's the final boss to do anything because he's the chair of the board of TKO, and TKO is the company that owns both the UFC and the WWE. So he's the top dog. He's the paid chairman of the board of the company that owns both of them shits. So he was just like, we wanted to put it out there, plant the seed, but like there was no plan for me to be involved week to week or whatever. So that's why John came out there by himself. But John's more than a blah blah blah. The Rock and John Cena, I don't know who glazes more. Like when they have a fucking suck you off competition, it's crazy. Like that's what they do. They give each other so many compliments now. You forget
More
the
of competition. That's
whatever.
good. That's how you
Glazing-
want to phrase that.
glazing competition.
That,
whatever.
That sounded crazy.
Whatever. Yo, how your Celtics doing right now?
We're not,
Watch your mouth.
listen.
Watch
There's a
your
lot more
mouth.
basketball left. Don't get me started.
There's a
right
lot more basketball left.
Lot more
Why don't you talk about wrestling since that's the topic? How you feeling? How did you feel about WrestleMania? How are you feeling about what happened this past
37,
Saturday at
68
Backlash?
right now.
37 to what?
68.
It's life.
It's over.
Things happen.
37 to 68.
Yeah,
Knicks.
it's life. Things happen.
Knicks.
It's life.
Knicks.
We miss you, Tatum.
Knicks.
Do you
Miss
want there to
brother.
be a lot more basketball left with that score?
We miss you, Tatum. Just know we miss you, brother. Get healthy.
He didn't make a difference in the last
Get
game.
healthy, brother. Get healthy.
The last game they lost. But anyway, wrestling. That's what we're talking about. We're going to get to your boy.
If you're down with Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins, just prepare to squabble outside for anybody out there, respectfully.
You're going to fight people who are cool with the new faction?
I don't rock with Seth. I don't rock with Paul. I don't rock with Braun. It's Team Bloodline on this side, respectfully.
Nigga drinking the
You know what I'm
Gatorade, I
saying?
believe him.
Good
I told
guy
you.
right there. That's a good
I told
guy
you.
right
You
there.
guys are Roman stands. Your Tatum stands. Like, put your fucking put your arm down. Fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Good guy over there.
There's a lot happening in wrestling though. Shut up. Shut your ass
Had to
up.
make it clear. We the ones, respectfully.
The ones that never show up. The nigga been gone
We
for
keep
3
getting
weeks.
stabbed in the back. That's why we're tired of getting stabbed in
He's
the
a
back.
bad person.
No, he's not.
He's a-
He put everybody
broken
on. He put
He's-
everybody on. They're selfish.
He didn't
carried
put
that
everybody
He
on. He
carried-
put Solo on.
He carried that company on his back
For 5 years. Straight.
With
with
Seth.
cancer.
With leukemia.
He did have leukemia. I'll give him that.
Beat it
I'll give him
twice.
that. But he also had Seth. He also had Drew. He also had fucking Bray Wyatt. Rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. He had a but yo, don't act.
but they
Let's
had
not.
him too.
Let's mute up. You need to mute up right now because you get emotional and you start doing shit that you start saying
I
random shit.
apologize.
You know what I mean? You guys know, especially you have not stopped watching since the PG era, Ruthless Aggression. I don't even know. This is the triple H, whatever the fuck. This nigga is not by himself. This is why I watched the Stephanie's shit, the Hulu
On
shit.
ESPN?
I watched the Bloodline episode last week.
I didn't see it yet.
Good episode. Good episode. It was nice to see all the cousins, Roman and Jacob and Sammy was there. He's always here.
For real?
Yeah, he always looks out of place.
Sammy
They want a
Uso.
yacht. They want a yacht. They want a yacht. Paul Heyman was there with them still. So you know this was recorded like 4 months ago or some shit like that. But it was nice to see the Tongas and all of that on the boat. Oh, this is how we do it. Family stuff. We always try to get together, have a barbecue. You know, the Rock's first uncle, their second uncle was there making all the, Hawaiian barbecue and shit. It was cool. And to hear Roman talk about his journey and then to hear him talk about how he's proud of Jay and how he's learning about, being a champ now that he's at the strap and all. It was dope. It was dope. Doesn't take away from the fact that the narrative about the Roman Reigns run from stands like you two niggas is just not accurate. It's not.
How is it not accurate?
It's not accurate.
What about it is
Of
not
course,
accurate?
there's other wrestlers there.
There's
He had to beat niggas up.
Yeah, even like the Stone Cold era, like some people had to catch the stunner.
There was a lot of niggas who loved Stone Cold but loved The Rock and loved Mankind and loved Kane and
everybody
loved
knew Stone
Undertaker and
Cold-
loved Shawn Michaels and
Everybody
loved
knew
Triple
Stone
H.
Cold was the
Austin,
cash cow.
yeah.
He was the cash cow. He was the Floyd Mayweather.
Not without the rest of them niggas, bro.
But without
Not without the rest of them niggas.
they
This
can
is
be
his-
there, but he's David Ruffin.
No, he's not, bro.
Yes,
No, he's
they came
not.
To see, they came to see David Ruffin.
No, he's not.
They didn't come to see Otis all
Yo,
the time.
when that music hit,
When
I know
that
you remember
glass
as a
shattered,
kid,
you knew
when
what
that
time it
music
was.
hit,
David Ruffin.
Come on
Yeah,
now.
there was
come
nothing
on,
like
come on,
that.
bro.
Everybody else's
You knew
background
what time it
Yeah,
was.
for real.
Stone Cold was a freaking phenomenon.
When the Rock-
but
yeah, yeah.
Like,
But like,
good old JR.
did Roman get that during
but
his
that's
run?
my era of wrestling, and I don't ever feel like it was only ever Stone Cold's show.
That's what I'm saying.
So
It wasn't,
you're
It's
right.
not.
And I'm a
It
Stone,
wasn't.
and I'm a
It wasn't.
Yeah,
but he
that's
was-
my favorite wrestler. He's number
the
one.
Eddie
to me.
Guerrero on the lowrider, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's Eddie Guerrero.
Roman's
but I
music
don't ever
don't
think he
call
was the
for
main
that,
guy.
by the way.
No, it doesn't call for that. But my
If
thing,
Roman had a song like that,
It'd be sung.
it'd be different, bro.
It'd be
yeah,
sung.
but
You
it
know
ain't.
that, respectfully.
It ain't.
Did he need better intro
It
music?
ain't.
Yeah, like if
His
he had
cousin's
something
song
that
is
was
better
like
than his.
Crazy, like it would be.
He don't need
like
that,
how
though.
Seth got people with Cody got Randy Orton, and all of them they got songs that.
So who
put
you think
them
he should
over.
collab with? Nyce Hitz.
Nah,
Nah, he
No,
don't.
I think I kind
can
of like the
produce
way
it.
he carries himself as far as like the music is like he don't even lean on it. Like I just walk over.
He doesn't need to
It's
lean
aura.
on it because
It's
he
aura.
will wear the shirt,
But
beat
also,
people up
everybody
and
don't need the same
leave.
formula. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Big facts.
My thing with you two is I just want y'all to acknowledge that it's very much the company pushing him more than they're pushing everybody else. And that was a theme in the Vince era. One guy or one girl when they did the Divas era and shit like that. Let's push the fuck out of Bayley. Let's push the fuck out of Becky Lynch. Let's push the fuck out of Charlotte Flair. These legacies or these women that we're going to turn into legacies and icons in their own right and put all the money into them. Put them on the screen all the time. But you got talent all over the roster. You got people that get pops all the time. Like, even without the belt, what's his name?
LA Knight.
LA Knight, dog. Still that nigga. Regardless, and he's a terrific in-ring performer.
The promos is crazy too.
Crazy.
Yeah, he has great
He's top 5. He's top 5 in promos, and we'll get to that a little later. But like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, this nigga, him and Thompson were hating on Drew McIntyre. He's top 5. He's top 5, bro.
Top 5. Oh, he's gotten a lot better.
Since
gotten
the
a lot
CM
better.
Punk feud, he is top 5 in promos. Wrestlers on
I
the
don't
mic.
know if I'll give him top 5
That's
in
what I'm
promos.
saying. I can't
Who
give
you-
him
who-
top
His
5.
Let's do it now.
His in-ring performance
Yeah,
is
in-ring
crazy.
performance.
Oh my God,
He's
bro!
one
He
of
is
them.
a top 10
He's one of
wrestler
them. Yeah.
right now.
Absolutely.
He is a top 5 promo. So let's do the list right now. I'll do. You want to do your list?
You can start off.
I'm gonna do my
I
list.
gotta pour up. They got me started early.
Yeah. Go
Hey,
ahead.
my seats is losing.
Yeah, that's your cup. That's your cup.
We halfway through already, so you know what I'm saying? It's already 10.
Top five wrestlers on the mic. Okay. I'm gonna do males only because the females, I don't think they cut a lot of promos. They don't cut enough promos.
Oh no,
for
you
me.
got it. Did you see the Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton promo?
I did see that.
Yeah, that
got crazy messy.
That
Shout
got
out to
personal.
Tiff.
That got real personal.
Yeah. We say messy because we don't want, you know what I mean? And there's ice right there in the bag if you guys need it. There's passion fruit, there's pineapple juice, there's lemonade, and there's waters for each of y'all if y'all want it. So, number 5 for me, I'm going to have to go Drew McIntyre at number 5 for promo.
Not mad at it.
Number 4 is going to be Seth Rollins.
This is promo or all around?
Just cutting promos. Seth Rollins is going to be number 4. Number 3 is going to be LA Knight. Number 2 is going to be CM Punk. And number 1 is John Cena for me right now.
Do you think Seth is underneath LA Knight though? Like,
In terms of his promo cutting as of the last 4 or 5 months, yes. I think Seth.
even with the return he's on right now.
Yeah. No, Seth is saying the same shit. I'm sick
Well,
of
his order was in a row.
Yeah.
So he just gave you
Seth,
an answer, nigga, pay attention.
Seth,
I just want to know like why they want to.
Seth has been saying the same shit.
Are you not
for-
including Paul Heyman in this?
No, he's not a wrestler. He's not an in-ring performer. I'm talking about wrestlers.
Yeah, but with WWE being so performance oriented, wouldn't promo be promo and leave it at that?
I mean, if you
And
want
then-
to,
Paul Heyman would be number 1 all the
I was
time.
gonna say,
And
yeah, I
that's
put
what I'm
Paul
saying is
Heyman
that if
over
your
everybody
promo's that
right
good
now.
without having to get in the ring, nigga, that right there puts you
Especially
by
that promo
default
we had
higher.
with
yeah.
You know what I'm
Monday
saying?
night,
You
the
gonna look
promo
at it
that
like
was Uso.
subjective.
oh,
you know what I'm
on
saying?
the last Raw,
Yeah, when he
that
got-
was a dope.
Is it
That was a
all
dope
stories
promo.
about that?
On mine all the time.
How many
Yeah,
wrestlers in the history of WWE were amazing in the ring that never really blew up? It ain't really about wrestling.
They
It's about storytelling.
They couldn't get it.
yeah, they couldn't cut a promo. I'm not putting Paul Heyman on the list only because he's a manager and he's a former owner of one of the dopest and one of the most groundbreaking wrestling
R.I.P.
companies
Sabu.
ever. You know what I mean? R.I.P. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
that was
R.I.P.
crazy.
Sabu.
Rest in peace, Sabu. Man,
I watched his final match too.
he was going crazy at 60 years old. Super
wild.
impressive.
You heard what they said about his last match though?
What did they say?
They said, that before his last match he could not walk like at all, and they gave him like some type of like drug.
They gave him, yeah,
60.
so he could actually walk.
wilding.
But that-
The Rock is 52. Our Truth, my guy, Ron Killings,
Yeah,
he's
still
probably
killing
licking
it.
his wound somewhere after John Cena put him through the table.
Supposed to have a little
I
push.
loved it.
I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
Finally,
He's 51 years old. He's 52 years old, actually. He's old, bro. He's an old man. Rey Mysterio, 50. Like, crazy. But
But it's different when you're little, though.
yes,
You age different when you ain't got that much extra weight on your knees.
Wait, what?
he said his. Well,
You're going to be out in 20 years, is what I'm saying.
pew, pew.
It's
Your
looking
list.
good.
I don't know how to feel good about that. Or
You should feel great about it.
Feel away because of my height, but
All them niggas that talk shit in high school, middle school is gonna be.
Damien is a phenomenal athlete. He's probably one of the better athletes in our entire family. And I said this on the first episode of Dudecast.
Across the boards, mentally and physically.
Basketball, a little bit of track, definitely smoking a lot of these niggas in the state in football. Run little ass running back. Like running backs under 5'9", those are the only running backs I would want on my team. If you're 6 foot over, get away from me.
And I'm gonna even take it further and say he runs like fearlessly. Like that nigga, he understands the field and he gets in where he gotta go to get shit done. That's like not really common for running backs. You could see him thinking when he's running. That's kind of like fly.
Yeah, take that compliment, little.
It's the truth.
Yeah, nah.
Yo, what's the first thing I told you when I picked you up? Yo, I haven't seen you on my feed in a while because I used to comment.
It's a facts.
You will see this nigga running, bro, and you can see him like, oh, going this way. So that means like he ain't made no decision yet. When somebody's running to be safe, it's like you got your route. Yeah, I'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? Nah, he runs like
breaks a lot of tackles too. This little nigga was nice, man.
Because he puts himself in position to even get that closer for niggas to get hands on.
He's like Julian Edelman. He's like a little chocolate Caribbean, Cape Verdean Julian Edelman.
I would have called him. What was homeboy's name from the Chargers? He was short, crazy, fucking brolic. He was a running back.
You're not talking about the legend from the Detroit Lions. You're not talking about him.
No, from the Chargers. He was real short.
I'll take that. I'll take that one.
I'm not giving you that. I'm not giving you that.
I'll take that.
I'm not giving you Barry, bro.
I'll take that.
But anyway, let's stay. That was a beautiful compliment. I love that.
Nah, I appreciate
but back to this wrestling shit. Top 5 promos.
In no order, and I'm going off of the top of the head right now.
Get yours together.
We'll go Cena. I still got to give it to The Miz. LA Knight.
The Miz. Right now? Active?
That's all he does is talk. When I see him.
So what's the time frame? Last 3 months? Last month?
No, right now. Active.
So from January to right now?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So John Cena, The Miz. Third. Who's your third? Or keep going.
Yeah, I thought I said. Oh, LA Knight. Jacob Fatu. I like his promos.
What?
What do you like about him that you feel like you got?
It's a whole different style than everybody else.
Because I saw you have to like. You was prepared for the pushback. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah,
because he doesn't. He's raw. He's super raw. Like his push right now. He's the United States champ, and he's just.
I was
he comes
just watching
in,
SmackDown before.
To me, he comes in and he acts like himself. He puts parts of himself into it. Like he didn't.
He's a nigga for real.
I'm gonna be this person. You know what I mean? Like
he's Polynesian, but he's a nigga for real.
Shit.
Yeah. He's Polynesian. He's the second.
Remember Booker T slip up on the mic?
Yeah, I was about to say without calling Hulk Hogan a nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
He's the next generation. He's the Rock's younger cousin. He's the next generation. So Roman Reigns is like the next because he was the guy for 5 years. So it's the Rock, Roman, and then it's the twins, and now it's Jacob Solo, the Tongans, and now Billy Bob Cobb or Bob Cobb, whatever. So Jacob,
them 4, and then I'm trying to think.
Split.
I guess the Becky Lynch promo when she came back. No, I can't even put it. I want to put a woman there.
I didn't like that.
I don't agree with you saying men only because I feel like, bro.
I want to put one of the women in there.
I'm gonna do.
I'll give it to Bianca Belair.
I was gonna say
she's had to cut a bunch of promos on Trinity.
Yes. So I'll do a women. I'll do a women's list real quick. Trinity, Fatu.
After the first 2 is gonna be trash. Watch.
No. It'll be all right. I'll do Trinity, Fatu at 1. I'll do Bianca at 2 because their in-ring shit was crazy, and everything that she's been doing to throw Jade after, phenomenal. Third, I'm gonna put Tiffany Stratton because her back and forth with Nia and her back and forth with Charlotte Flair was top tier. At 4, I'm gonna go Bayley because her shit with Damage Control, her shit with fucking the BBL Bayley shit with her and Nia, that shit was dope.
Bailey's hilarious
because she's a white girl with a fat ass.
Facts.
So that was the angle. Calm down, horny ass. and at 5, yo, man. Even though we can't understand, I'm gonna put the champ in there, bro. I'm gonna put EO in there, dog.
No, get out of here.
I'm fucking with you. Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley is number 5.
Hello, Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, she fine as hell.
Facts.
She's fine as hell. Love that white girl. But yeah, those are my 5 for the women, for sure.
And what's your 5?
My 5, in no order because I hate giving orders, but Cena, Seth, CM Punk.
Punk is nice, bro. Punk is really good.
I'm actually gonna go with I'm gonna throw Jacob in there actually.
You would throw a fucking bloodline nigga in there.
But I'm throwing Jacob in there because actually, like, especially from what I saw before I got here,
I watched it.
I like what I'm seeing from Jacob. I like the fact that he's gonna split from all that BS.
Yeah, it's corny.
But the fifth one,
Just do it. Drew McIntyre, bro.
I'm not doing that.
Say his name.
But no, he's not active, so I can't say him.
Or Logan Paul.
Nah, my man.
Not Logan
My man,
Paul.
that's El Americano. What's his name?
Chad
Gable.
Yo,
Still losing as himself.
losing as himself, but winning as a luchador is crazy to me.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Even the steel
That's
thing and the
insane.
mask is corny. Like everything
They
about
gotta give that up. They gotta give
He's
that up.
corny, bro.
Eventually,
That's not working the way they thought it was.
Who's your fifth though?
Yeah,
But the
nigga.
fifth,
He's struggling.
I can't say Roman because somebody will get
Nigga,
mad.
can you just fucking
Roman,
spit it
Roman,
out? All right,
respect.
Roman.
Roman's
Bomb.
gonna say
All right. So, Backlash happened. They did it. A lot of people speculated. We didn't expect them to do it, and we'll do this, and we'll get off this so these guys can get involved in the conversation. They tricked us twice. They hit us with the Kansas City Shuffle. Not once, but twice. This nigga had to call him the following day. Actually, no, we might have talked that night. He needed a support. He needed a support system. He was going through it. They CM Punk came out with Paul Heyman. Everybody was like, all right, cool. The lead up to that was brilliant to me. And they ended up having Paul Heyman double cross CM Punk at the end of the match. It was the triple threat between CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns. And he went to Roman, and everybody was excited. It was like, all right, cool. He's back with Roman. This is dope. This is awesome. And right when Roman was about to hit Seth with the chair to emulate what he did to Roman 10 years ago at this point, some shit, he low-blowed Roman Reigns right in the kisser, Peter Griffin style. And picked up the chair, handed it over to Seth. Seth just started. Seth smoked that, nigga. He just stood right there while everyone's like this, grown men like, oh my God, and just put his hands out, took the chair, and went to town on both of these niggas, won the match.
Seat.
And now Paul Heyman is with Seth Rollins, no longer with CM Punk or
And with
the
Braun.
Tribal
If I ever
Chief
catch
and Braun
Paul Heyman
Breaker.
outside, it's-
And what's their faction officially called? The Future?
Oh, they have a name?
No, I don't think they have a name yet. But he's like, this is the future of the WWE. I'm just
With
gonna.
Becky turning heel, they should just put Becky with them.
They need
might as
they
well.
need a third. I don't know who the third's gonna be, but they need a third.
The third might be Sammy, respectfully.
No, I think it's gonna be Logan.
Hell no, it's not gonna be Logan.
I think it's gonna be Logan. He's already hated. He's already a heel.
Sammy's the next to turn on somebody
For what?
because
They're gonna be tag champs?
because think about it. Because the way they've been trying to persuade Sammy, it's like you've never had a singles opportunity to win a chip.
He did. He was in IC champ last year. What are you talking
No,
about?
to be a heavyweight champion. Not,
He's not a heavyweight.
but
Sami
That don't mean
Zayn.
nothing. Rey Mysterio
that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, but
Rey
like
Mysterio
that
world
was
heavyweight
years
champion.
ago. That was over a decade ago. Sami Zayn is a welterweight at best.
Daniel Bryan was a heavyweight champion. He's nowhere close to a heavyweight champion.
He weighs more than Sami Zayn.
They're probably around the same.
No, they're not. Hell no.
Daniel Bryan
Bryan
and
got
Sami Zayn.
the muscle
They're
mass
the
on
same-
Daniel Bryan
Bryan's
alone.
smaller. He's just a little bit smaller.
Yeah, he's shorter.
He's shorter. That's it.
But does it really matter though? Ain't nobody putting up their weight and stats when it comes to
Sure ain't.
To wrestling,
shit. Don't matter.
yeah, it does though, because a heavyweight champ has to look like they got some weight on them.
Not every champ.
Dog.
Nah. I just got done watching a bunch of interviews, and this dude was breaking down how in my era, the 90s, 2000s, Vince was obsessed where everybody had to be huge, and that's why so many of those guys were on roids, and why he quietly kind of gets blamed for a lot of these,
Who's he?
Vince.
Oh yeah, no, he wanted them on roids.
And why a lot of these, and why there's a lot of quiet, you know what I'm saying, amongst themselves, talking about it's kind of his fault that so many of these guys have died from taking roids for so long. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody could maintain being that big for that long. And the bigger you were, the better a chance you had with him.
Triple H on steroids?
Absolutely. All of them niggas, bro.
Nah, he wasn't. He was the only one. That nigga was huge.
All of them niggas was on steroids, bro. Stone Cold, The Rock, Triple H, Undertaker, even though some of these
Even Rey
niggas...
Mysterio was on roids.
Oh, you got to.
Remember how
Well,
big he was when he was brolic?
Yeah.
Yo, he was huge.
and he's 5'6".
He was a big
He's
boy.
this big. But his fucking
he's-
shoulders, motherfucker can't even... Yeah, I mean, all them niggas was on roids. That was the era. Eddie Guerrero, come on, man.
You're
Eddie
talking
Guerrero was
about
definitely
what size they are off season and how much muscle they put back on in those 3 months.
Yeah.
Crazy. They used to put on 30, 40 pounds of muscle, bro. And it's
Hey, that's
a
what you
quarter.
was talking about. You want to put muscle on?
Be a wrestler.
I don't do no.
He don't need to do that. He's African, bro. He don't need to do that. He don't need to do no steroids. Look, that's why.
Hey, do
That's
some steroids. Go down to NXT. You could be a wrestler real quick.
yo, you're
We'll be
stupid.
sitting at WrestleMania front row next year.
Yo, NXT is crazy. Charles
dream.
don't wrestle.
dream.
That's why I respect Logan Paul though, because he's natty as a YouTuber who
Natural. That's crazy.
like yo, he's
nah, he's really
just he
natural
was
with
born
this
to do this shit, bro. Even though he was a collegiate wrestler and a high
Why do
school
you think
wrestler,
he's natural?
he's natty, bro. He's
Why?
natty.
Based on what?
Him,
It's-
he's just
like,
natty.
he-
I don't think
he's
he's
a-
taking. He don't
Not
need PD.
everybody who
knows how to
uses
be a
roids
heel.
overdoes it.
But he knows how to play to the crowd's like actual non-liking of him, and it works.
Oh yeah. That part too. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about his body type. Like he doesn't look like he has a roided up body. I know some niggas that are
performs very well.
This nigga, no roids, six packed out. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but that's not.
yeah, but that's not nothing.
I have seen people with
Logan's
my
a
own
great
eyes on
in-ring
roids for years, bro,
performer.
and they don't have none of the signs. That's dudes that's like overdoing it, going crazy. Like, you remember Double Dragon?
the movie Double
yeah,
Dragon,
yeah.
of course. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like that. Not everybody does roids to overdo.
Yeah, no.
Scott
That's
Steiner.
Scott Steiner definitely did roids. You think Braun does
He had
roids?
muscles on top of muscles.
LeBron James?
No, Braun Breaker.
Oh,
I was about to say. Yeah.
Braun Breaker. Braun
I have to go
Breaker.
somewhere else.
You guys
Braun Breaker.
you got to remember.
Braun Breaker.
I don't think
There's a lot of different
Braun
types
Breaker
of
used to be a
roids.
football player.
They're not all anabolic.
He used to be a football player.
Why did niggas take so many tests?
They got to.
Because they test them for a whole spectrum of different ways that you can get help.
The steroids is illegal in the WWE now. It's a rule.
Runners used to take
Yeah.
steroids in the 90s. They
I
don't
know.
look, they don't look cute.
100%, and it helps with stamina. But my thing to you is
It's
the
just about
reason why
healing. It's about healing quicker.
the way that I know that these guys aren't really on it now, and there's a couple guys that could be. I mean, I think LA Knight might be on something, and you don't even really have to take steroids because they have the t-shirt that Joe Rogan takes. You know what I mean? The
TRT?
Time I think-
TRT.
You
They
can't
have-
take TRT unless you have low testosterone. If you take it and you don't have low testosterone, your body just dumps it. It'd be a waste of money.
or whatever the fuck that shit is.
Depending on the sports or competition too, I think the testing kind of like it's not like crazy. I don't think it's gonna be the same thing in wrestling compared to like maybe
UFC.
Boxing.
UFC.
They're not testing at all. They ain't testing nobody.
WWE is testing 1,000%.
They hope you're on something.
No, that's not
Oh,
true.
they could be testing it and
not
help
now.
you cheat the test.
Especially
What,
not now.
UFC?
No, he's talking about wrestling.
Oh, okay.
UFC can't do that because USADA's all over
UFC,
it.
I'm sure they,
It's-
they,
Well, but that's an outside
they
organization.
have a testing.
But they're all over that though, because
Yeah,
if you don't pass with the UFC and boxing, if you don't pass, if you fail a drug test, you can get your wages garnered, you can get your belt lost, all that shit. WWE is a little different because it's entertainment. It's everything. It's the promos. It's everything.
They're not going through an athletic.
Yes, I mean yes, they are, but it's
a
not
commission to
Commission, right.
perform.
It's not as
Yeah.
it's not as
They are.
stringent.
No, they're not.
You don't think they are?
It's entertainment.
Yeah, they might not be going.
Our fucking novella stars going through. Bruh, it's.
Novella stars.
Is anybody on Guided Light and General Hospital going through it? It's entertainment.
Hey, your man that lost the boxing match. Did he lose last week, Garcia?
Who?
Ryan.
Yeah, he lost.
Ryan
Yeah, he
lost.
lost.
He lost.
He was clearly on steroids when he fought
Tank?
homeboy. No.
I mean,
Haney?
Haney.
Devin Haney.
No, he was. He was.
His
Niggas
fight
gotta
last week or
understand,
2
bro.
weeks ago
Months after
was
that, too.
terrible.
All steroids do is help you heal faster. They can't make you faster. So if he's fast on his own. The question is, could he maintain it throughout 12 rounds? That's what steroids will help him with. So he's had that speed at 16 years old, bro. I was watching that kid at 14 years old.
Then whatever
Yeah,
happens,
you're
whatever happened a
the
couple
only
weeks
pure
ago.
boxing fan that I
I
know.
was watching that kid as a child, bro. Like he was
And
a child
Haney,
Did
prodigy.
you watch his last fight compared to when he fought Haney?
No, he was definitely slower, but that doesn't mean he was off roids. That can mean he was on something else. He
Because
could
he
have walked
ended
in
up
the ring
failing
drunk.
the
He's a
drug test.
cokehead. He does
Yeah,
coke.
drug test
He
happened.
does coke on camera, like
so
Stephon
maybe
Marbury.
He could have been
That
coked
had
out
no
all night and
effect.
not slept. Look at Roberto Duran, bro. It was the same thing.
Yeah, everybody did coke in that time though.
Well, I'm just using an example.
No, if you see Ryan Garcia, the coke he does is like crazy, and I think he parties too much too. So
Yeah, he's not
He
disciplined.
does the
barely
most.
sleeps.
He does the
He-
absolute
But like,
not
for
this
example, for you, Mr. Football, Lawrence Taylor, one of the fucking greats to ever do it for the Giants in the 90s.
Greatest.
He talked about everybody was coked out, but they
Everybody.
were doing coke the whole game. You can't keep doing coke in a corner in a boxing match.
Doing
you
coke-
can't keep taking bumps.
the coke during the whole game and a football game in the 80s
crazy work.
is fucking nasty.
They were all coked out. Michael Irvin.
Michael Jordan was too. Michael Jordan was doing coke.
But cocaine's a hell of a drug.
On everybody else that was doing
Yeah,
it.
he sits on everybody else.
He was doing it too, but he's
Usually
a bitch
the nigga
nigga.
snitch
Bitch
is the first nigga doing it.
Exactly. Bitch nigga snitch.
Hey, just
Let me
wait,
get ahead of this.
Just wait until, and I know this ain't stuff that was planned to be talked about, but with Michael Jordan signing to NBC to do basketball games next year,
I
He's
can't
gonna
wait.
be hating.
That's
gonna
I
be-
can't wait. The shade that's gonna be.
And they got Shannon Sharpe with him too. It's gonna be a
Shannon
mess.
Sharpe won't
They
make
might as well
it.
just add.
It's gonna be a mess.
Shannon Sharpe won't make it.
They might as well just
gonna
add-
make it.
They
They
might as well just add
announced it.
KG and get it popping.
Oh,
KG be talking crazy shit too.
yeah, no, and he
Shannon
ignorant as
Sharpe
hell.
on NBC.
And KG talk hood shit.
It's over.
No, it's not. He's gonna beat that case. Shannon
so?
Sharpe's gonna be. I know so. It's a yeah.
What doesn't make sense to me is that there's such a huge parallel between both accusers. Something doesn't add up.
Because it's a
25,000 a cheek versus $25 a cheek doesn't add up.
But that,
and Chappelle already
Equals
spoke.
a horny man.
Chappelle spoke
He's
on
a
it
horny
in
man.
in like a low key black media outlet, very small interview last week, and said that he's got connections in Hollywood still, and here behind the scenes, it's all a witch hunt, bro. They're trying to. He's got too big too fast, and then they part of it was.
Go ahead.
Part of it is
Wole.
he was trying to ask for $200 million for his next deal.
I
But
don't like that race place.
So yeah, I feel like it happens too often.
it's true.
So to check him,
It's unfortunately true.
It's true.
But it happens. But it's
Where was Shannon
crazy.
Sharpe 3 years ago?
where was he?
With Skip Bayless.
Where what? No, I'm asking you specifically. No, I want anyone. Where was Shannon Sharpe 3 years ago? In
was-
terms of his, because he had a platform 3 years ago.
3 years ago, he was Uncle Shannon to us with Henny on and that was it.
On
I
Undisputed.
didn't like him then.
He didn't like him.
But
I
Even
liked
though-
him when he got the ESPN. I didn't
But
like
he
him
was
then.
in conversations with us and nobody else. That's what I'm
Exactly.
saying.
And
we
now-
were talking about it. He was Uncle Shay Shay to us, and that's where the conversation ended. And it was enjoyable watching him compete with Skip. So he was like our little personal hero. But yes, I agree. Even to us, he wasn't a megastar. I'm not challenging.
So what happened at the top? What happened
so
at
you're
the?
saying
Let me land. It's a question, so you get to
you're
speak.
good.
Everybody, top of last year, what happened? January 2024. What happened?
no beginning.
Cat
of the-
Williams. Top. That's the top.
Yeah, the Cat.
Oh, you right.
the
Yeah,
Cat
that
Williams.
was it.
Top of last year, Cat
On top
Williams.
of the end of the year.
Most watched video, most watched interview on YouTube.
Where
And
is it at? 80 mil?
Something like
Did
that.
it hit 80?
I don't
Last
know.
time I checked,
I
it
don't
was
know.
70.
Look it up. I have no
Last
idea.
time I checked, it was
Most
70.
watched interview, surpassing Joe Rogan, the top guy, the top white guy in the podcasting YouTube space. Surpassed that within 2 months. 55 million views. From
He
that,
did 55 mil like in the first couple of weeks, but that would happen fast.
it was a couple months. What how much?
This is like 89
89 million.
89 million. Fucking insane.
Still going.
And that's not gonna, as an interview, that's not gonna be passed. That's not because of what Kat did, because of what he dropped, and what he talked about. It's not gonna be surpassed. And then that allowed Shannon to now. He was already on the volume with Nightcap. So he got two platforms. He's got Club Shay Shay, which is his own, and then he has Nightcap. And he got the ESPN deal. He was on ESPN last year, but then they re-upped over the summer last year and gave him more money. And whenever Stephen A wasn't around, they called up Shannon to be the A mic, and they put him on with Ryan Clark and Mad Dog and
Shannon
whoever.
only did what, Monday and Tuesday or something like that?
Monday and Tuesdays. But whenever Stephen A had to go on vacation or go to a game
They gave him
whatever,
the
they
reins.
gave Shannon the reins.
Yeah.
Off rip, you already know his
I
profile
mean,
is
Shannon
going
definitely jumped in that like Shaq, Stephen A. like kind of atmosphere in the past year and a half.
Absolutely.
100%.
Even if it's not
Bro,
on that same platform,
Shannon
he
got
established
bigger.
him as an interesting
Shannon
voice.
was bigger last year in February.
Diddy.
From February to no Diddy.
Just on the crazy.
From February to like June, he was bigger than the Inside the NBA crew, and that's the
For sure.
best. That is the best sports show.
So that's what I was gonna say is that on his own as an individual entity.
You got next word.
After like us, him being Uncle Shay Shay to us and in our conversations, he was slowly but surely angling himself as being an individual voice outside of them.
He was already doing it though.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying
He was already
he's
doing
been
it.
on an upward trajectory for a while now because he was already getting a lot of really good people on his podcast.
100%.
When Kat did that, bro, Kat wasn't even popping. If we're gonna be honest.
He wasn't popping. Yeah. His star wasn't as bright.
Yeah.
Nobody watched his specials. That was us.
After that interview.
I watched Woke Folk.
very high.
I watched it too.
He got an Emmy 2 years prior for Atlanta. You know what I mean? Did the whole.
Great episode.
Great, phenomenal episode. But Charles,
I always feel the same way about getting an Emmy for one episode, but go ahead.
I'm just thinking, like, do you guys think maybe the nature of his interview or stuff like that rubbed people up the wrong way?
it definitely rubbed a lot of motherfuckers the wrong way.
And
Absolutely.
The second part,
That was the whole point of
what
it.
did you guys think about Mark Barnes?
He tried to piss people off.
With Shaq?
Shaq saying, like, get some dirt on Shannon.
Wait, who?
Shaq is a hater.
Wait, talking about, say it again?
Mark Burns and Shaq, they had
Bonds.
I remember.
Matt Barnes,
Matt
Matt
Barnes.
Barnes. Yeah, they had a conversation and Shaq was asking Matt to get dirt on Shannon. And it's like
That's
that,
low.
but this is the
That
shit
was
that
a private conversation that got aired out.
yeah, but this is what
purposely-
happens, and this is why. Yeah, and this is why the Dave Chappelle shit makes sense. We see what they try to do with his own show and how they tried not to give it to him after whatever. And they, you signed the deal, and then you left, and it is like he asked the fans.
I just don't subscribe to the idea that everything is true until it ain't true. So like just because something was true once don't mean it's true every single time. In our community, we have a tendency to always like play the victim, and I just be tired of that shit.
He's not playing the victim though. We're saying that this.
You're saying that
we're saying
it's
this
another
walks.
example of
This
he got
walks
too
like a
big too
duck.
fast.
It quacks like a duck. It came out of nowhere. It's random. He's 54. He met this girl at 54 years old at the gym. She turns out to be one of the wackest OnlyFans models that I've ever seen. I got an OF.
Yeah, I ain't going for that. It was nasty. It was nasty work.
The second lady though, bro.
I blame him though.
Bro, what?
The second lady was.
Bro.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
we don't even know if that's accurate yet. And that was years ago. That was old.
So that debunks even your point. He's Shannon Sharpe. He doesn't need to fuck this little 21-year-old white girl.
I'm just happy that he like women.
Yeah.
We still don't know if that's true.
Fuck is wrong with you, man? Watch your fucking mouth, nigga. What's wrong with you, bro? Cut it out.
Say that. This could
Does
all be
Jamie
that.
Smooth have a wife? Does Jamie
does have a
Smooth?
wife.
Is she white?
No, she's a black queen. And she's a singer.
A senator. Let's look. I gotta look at that.
Why? Who is that? She is.
Charlize or something like
Who
that.
was accusing her being?
Yo, watch your fucking mouth, Nice.
That second lady?
Stop laughing at this goofy ass
I
nigga.
gotta see the second lady now.
She looked like you never seen her. She looked like a bus driver. Yo,
look crazy.
listen. Picture a bus driver.
All right, JB Smooth
Lock
and
it
his
in,
wife is fine
and
as
then
hell.
Google her.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, she look good.
She fine as hell.
Black queen.
Manifest a bus driver and then Google her.
A bitch, yo. This nigga Nice is a bitch.
But what was about? You all talked to. His question was about. You think people?
How do we
have a
feel
problem
about
with
Shaq
the-
hating on Shannon? He
No,
been hating on
no.
Shannon.
The first question about his interview style.
Yeah.
But why
His
Shaq
interview
hating on
style
Shannon?
bothers people because he keeps saying, I'm not a journalist, but you keep asking personal questions on some Wendy
And he
Williams
has cards
shit.
in front of his face.
Stop doing that. Like, just if you're gonna have a conversation,
Just have the
like you
conversation.
guys are on my platform right now. Do I have no cards? Am I looking at my phone to cue me up? It's an organic conversation. If you want to be known as somebody who's not a journalist and who's not being messy and trying to like bait people into answering questions about messy parts of their life, then don't be that nigga.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but
And don't have the-
Shannon.
Remember
But
I
Shannon
sent you a
is.
DM, right?
Yeah.
About an interview where you were supposed, someone asked you a question and they were supposed to say something, you cut them off like, nah, don't do that.
100%.
Interviews are messy.
Very messy. He just had Dave
They're
Portnoy.
literally
questions ain't
looking
even
for
clever.
engagement.
They're not
It
good
don't matter
questions.
what they say.
he's
what
messy.
they're trying
He's
to
a
do
messy
is
dude.
get eyes to lock in.
He's a
His
messy
boss is a
dude.
white man. He don't own that podcast.
Yeah, I know.
Never forget that.
No,
He got a boss.
Oh, he don't own.
No,
No.
that's a production, bro.
Club. No.
Club Shay Shay's
Club
not
Shay
his.
Shay.
It is. Nightcap
No, it's
is
not.
not his. Nightcap is
Oh,
not
maybe
his.
so.
Nightcap is on the volume. Watch your mouth, man.
Did you see the last
Colin Coherd owns the volume.
All right.
And he signed a deal with the volume, but that's for Nightcap. It's not for Club
Did you
Shay
see
Shay.
the last one with Dave Portnoy or something like that?
I'm not
I
going to watch
don't
it because
like
I don't
it.
fuck with Dave
I hate that.
Portnoy. But finish your thought.
Dave was like,
Trying
if
to
he
find
was
this
one who
lady.
said something Shaq said about Angel Reese and stuff, that it would have been canceled.
Yes.
Shannon was like, definitely yes. So like, that's messy too, because you kind of like start something like, okay.
No, but Shaq started it first, Charles. Shaq started it first. Shaq came at Shannon because Shannon is more popping than him. His fucking
He owns it, but he has a partner.
Huh?
He owns it, but he has a partner.
The volume.
Yeah.
The volume is that they have a partner. Colin gets a piece. The volume gets a piece of Nightcap. I don't think they get a piece of Club Shay Shay.
They do.
But
He's
if
a
they
partnership
do,
with both of them.
I think he
Absolutely.
get whatever they make on Nightcap. I think he probably gets 50%, whereas with Club Shay Shay, he probably only gets like 25.
Probably.
Yeah. So back to this shit. Shaq started it. Shaq is a very jealous, very immature motherfucker. He's always been that way. He was like that with Charles and Kenny before he became one of the crew members on Inside the NBA.
Well, he has mad sound bites not making him look good.
Who?
There's a lot of Shaq sound bites of him.
Shaq definitely.
He would, but he won't.
Shaq, I support you, big
It's
dog.
gonna pull up on you, bro.
He ain't pulling up
But
on
to have
Shannon.
half a billion to act like that is crazy.
I fucks with you, sir. Diesel.
I mean,
fucks with you, sir. Fucks with you.
Shaq is jealous of Shannon. His podcast is way more popular. His fucking
But Shaq,
nightcap
Shannon
shows.
don't always need the speaker because it comes back to what Shannon said about Shaq's comment on Angel Reese, right?
Yep.
I guess that's part of it. But overall, it's just why you hating?
If it's up, it's up.
Facts.
But it don't need to be up.
If it's up in the stuff.
I didn't do nothing. First of all, what I said with Angel Reese, like, you know, if I'm thinking of Shaq, like, I didn't mean anything malicious
You did
by that. Shaq always just trying to be funny.
We've seen
Shaq's
how
always just reaching for the joke.
Shaq has messed with younger
is a
women
goofball.
for a long time.
But he's a goofball.
He's messed with mid-20s son. When he was dating
What is that?
Hoops,
Hold on, what is that?
Nah, I'm still
What does
jealous
that
of
gotta
that.
do
when he was
Hoops,
dating
so.
Hoops, he was like
I was
40.
jealous.
She was 27. Like, he's always been on some bullshit.
That's a mega force.
It's not a mega force.
That was a mega
You're
force.
always dating younger women.
That was-
So when Shannon gets...
Yeah, but 40 and 27 is not egregious.
It's not 56 and 21.
56 and 21 is crazy.
You're right.
And he met her when she was 18. That's already
No.
proven.
Yeah, that was
He
a
met her
bad-
when she
that
was
a
19.
bad- that was a
He
bad
met her when she was
right
19
there.
because she's
Nah, I
22.
see the time. I thought it was 18.
Nah, when Shaq had Hoops, I was jealous. I ain't going.
He was
That bitch was
joking with
basic.
his LSU sister.
Yeah, man.
Who's his LSU sister?
They both went to LSU.
They both went to LSU.
And, oh, yeah, you look good. You don't say that to a 22-year-old when you're 51.
We all have uncles in there.
We do. I have a few.
Yeah,
We
and
have-
when
we
they
definitely
say you look good to your girl, you bring your girl to the cookout.
Alright, so-
what's
so-
the conversation
so-
you're having?
I
with
don't
your
say
I'll
take his job.
Well, first off, the
Hey, you can't
cookout,
drive the rip the bus no more.
the cookout is different than that because the cookout is like family oriented. So that's not even the same environment.
But
At what
a
age is
creep
it
is a
okay?
creep.
At what age is it okay? When are you not a creep?
A 30-year age gap is
Can
nuts.
somebody
It's a
find me
better
Shannon
option.
Sharpe second accuser? I cannot find it.
I don't know. I can't even answer. I don't know.
Nigga's not tricking if you got it. He's rich.
Yeah,
That
if you got
changed.
the
Money changed
money, if you got the
everything.
money
People always
for
want to
it,
negate that.
No.
Respectfully,
We're with
do
you.
your thing,
We're
man.
with
Yeah,
you.
yeah. So
This panel is with you on that.
At what age is he not creeping?
shit.
When
You
30
already established 40 and 27 is creeping, which is crazy.
No, it's not creeping, but it's like you have no
creepy.
you have no problem dating younger women.
But I don't
You have
feel
no
bad.
problem.
What's the gap?
30 and 17 is creepy. 40 and 27 is
Well,
not.
17 is a child in most states.
Yeah.
40
Yes.
and 27 is not
But
creepy.
13 years is still 13
See,
years.
I'm looking at her right now. That's why
Wait,
I'm
let me see.
So 40 and 30, 40 and
Oh,
35.
you have the picture. You have the picture of the second chick, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
And her name is Michelle.
Yo, bus driver?
Yeah,
Bus
that's
driver?
wild.
She makes man. They said,
Accurate or not accurate?
Yo, and her name is Michelle. When he did the video on Instagram.
With the other Michelle, yeah.
Oh, this is the Michelle.
That's not the Michelle.
That's not the
That's
Michelle.
Michelle.
That's not the
Hey,
Michelle.
her name Michelle. Her mama called her Michelle. She didn't call her Michelle. I'm gonna call her Michelle.
There's more than Michelle out here.
That Michelle was Spanish on the
The
video.
Michelle that he had was younger, I think.
And she was
How
Spanish.
you walk up to that? How you walk up to that?
Because she said, "Hey, Poppy." She said, "Poppy" on the fucking.
Yeah.
That bitch did. She was Spanish. Yeah.
She could have said, "Pop." You know how Shannon like to race bait. He probably said, "Hey, act Spanish for me tonight, Michelle."
So he's
That's
on his Diddy
common.
shit. Relax.
Nah, he's actually
Tonight,
okay.
Watch
tonight
your
I'm a
fucking
conqueror.
mouth.
Tonight I'm a conqueror.
Nice. Watch your mouth, bro. Calm down.
I wanna know how they met, bro.
This nigga didn't answer the question. What age is appropriate? When you got money, it changes the metric.
I think 20 years from 30, a 20-year gap. If the woman is 30 or the man is 30 to 50, I think that's appropriate. Anything under 30 is.
So what
I'm looking
changes
at
from
the
27 to 30?
30. More life experience. 3 more years of experience. Your brain is fully formed.
Your brain's fully formed at 25.
For
For women a little younger.
Debatable. That's
But-
debatable. Big
Bill
debatable.
Belichick would say different.
Oh yeah. How you
She's
feel-
banned. She can't even go to the UNC. She can't even go on the campus.
Why you
Let's see
think?
when the season starts.
I just say, yeah. You
We will see.
You want to keep it?
And why don't niggas have the same energy for Bill like they do for Shannon?
There's people that do have it a little bit, but
Who's people? Do you have it?
No, I don't.
Exactly, and you're a black man.
The way I don't care
Is it because he's the greatest coach of all time in
there's
football?
no black people involved, so I don't care.
Facts.
That's fucked up.
Thank you, Nyce.
We gotta care. Shut up, nigga. Stop co-signing bullshit.
Listen,
Because he's white, we should care more.
Black people, they love to see us looking crazy. Let
Fact.
the white people go look crazy for a little bit.
Thank you.
So I really don't care. I don't even really have an opinion on it.
She's his manager, dog.
I'll take a shot to that.
She's
Crash
his
all the way
manager,
up for
bro.
that. Bill will quit that job before they get the game.
She's
5.
24. He's 72. That's okay.
Well, he
to
got cash
everybody
out
here?
for it
Yeah.
too.
That's okay to you? Why?
Why isn't it?
Just tell me why. Don't answer
You
the
said it's
question.
debatable on when a woman grows up, but you're not giving any facts.
I said it's debatable on when people grow up. You always try to do that thing where you try to like flip words. I said 30 is 30.
Her ex was older too, and he came out and said like
He was worth about
And
250
he
million.
wants to pay for
He
pussy,
came
and she
and
wants to
picked her
sell her pussy. What's the problem? Fair exchange
They
ain't
said
I'm not
Very
saying that.
mature.
I'm not saying it's a
Fair
problem.
exchange is not.
I am
robbery.
not saying that it is a problem. I'm saying we can't look at Shannon because he's 56 and this girl is 22 and say this is wrong, but not give a fuck because Bill
22
Belichick.
now. He been fucking with her for 3 years.
Yeah, since she was
Facts.
19.
She's 22 now in this
big
controversy.
facts. How old
She
was
wasn't
Shannon
always
when
22 when he was
19?
hitting that.
54. They
19
met 2
and
years ago.
54.
They met 2 years ago. He was 54. She was 20.
Three to
Or
4
19.
years. 3 to 4 years ago.
19. So
She's 22. Has 3
18
years.
is legal. Period. 18 is legal.
16 is legal in Rhode Island.
Huh?
16 is legal.
I know that. I'm well aware.
Not saying
My
that I agree
question
with
is,
that.
how is 71 and 24 acceptable when the two parties are white, and 54 and 19 is unacceptable, even though 18 is the legal age in
I'm not
every
agreeing to
state?
that, though.
I'm asking.
Hey, yo, get off that
everybody.
ledge. You don't
Yeah,
want to be
I'm
on
not
that
agreeing with
ledge,
that.
bro. That 54 and 19 ledge,
That's a bad
don't defend it.
Leo
71
DiCaprio.
and 24 is fine. And 54 and 19 is crazy.
Ain't Celine
But
Dion
it
like
sounds like you're
78?
defending 54 and 19.
I'm not defending either one.
He's trying
I'm
to create a
asking,
parallel, but I disagree.
parallel is not
I'm
good.
what's
disagreeing
the
the whole way
difference?
through.
What's the difference?
You're the only person saying there is a difference.
One pair is black, one pair is white. That's the difference.
The color don't matter to me.
And
It's
First
an
of all,
age
there's
thing.
only one black person involved in all of that.
Shay.
Just shade.
But also, it comes down to just like pop. All right, if you want to break it down like that, and we really want to see what the difference is,
Yep.
pop culture.
Okay.
Who's more popular? Shannon Sharpe can go on, walk into a club right now, any club or whatever, or even before this happened, and he would probably
could've went
get more
unnoticed.
play, even if he wasn't famous as an old black man.
Then
Could
Bill
come in there and
Belichick.
get- exactly.
Yeah.
I don't believe
think
that.
he would-
I don't believe that for 1 second. Bill Belichick is Bill motherfucking Belichick.
He's right. 100%.
No, he's not.
I think
Outside
Bill
of
Belichick can go to White Rooftop or
Outside of
any country
football,
club, and it's ringing off in there.
outside of football, if he walks into a bar,
Yo,
nobody knows who he is.
what
He's
are we
not
talking
getting
about,
play.
man? What? I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Outside of the NFL and him being arguably one of the greatest coaches of all time,
The greatest coach of all time in football.
arguably it's an opinion, right? But it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter. The wins matter.
In our generation, he is the most recognized coach,
yeah,
right?
in this generation.
Correct.
Send that nigga to Broad Street. Send him to anywhere where people don't watch the NFL. He's literally just an old man.
Not getting no play.
Shannon
will
Sharpe
get
is
some
an
play.
attractive old man
yeah,
that's
fact.
crazy in shape. A young bitch man want to get
Send
tossed
Bill
around and get her
Belichick
pussy ain't
downtown.
proper.
He ain't getting no
Just
looks.
how we
I
just
agree
talked
with
about
him 1000%.
just how we just
You
talked
niggas
about our
crazy.
older uncle. Our older uncle could go and bag something.
And Shannon Sharpe got good
he
skin
ain't
still,
shit.
crazy
He ain't
muscles.
shit.
Man, I've seen
But,
this. I can't even disagree with
You
that.
guys are leaving out the very real truth about the spectacle of what Bill Belichick represents, and wherever he goes.
You're just saying what's okay, not social status. As two older
No,
men,
you guys
Shay can knock
are
shit off left and
completely
right.
ignoring the spectacle. If Bill Belichick, who said Broad Street? You said Broad Street.
I did.
Yeah,
I said set him
If
downtown.
Bill
Set him
Belichick
downtown.
comes to Rhode Island, to Providence, Rhode Island, and goes to Broad Street for a meet and greet, the spectacle
Not a
of what,
meet and greet,
or whatever it is.
just going
we
out.
just said just being outside.
All right, cool. If it's just
going out.
outside,
Nobody's
Yeah,
giving
he's
him
going
pussy.
out. He's not
niggas
getting
know
nothing.
it's Bill Belichick. Niggas know.
So let's say
And
listen.
listen. Let me land. Allow me to finish my
Nigga, you're
thought.
flying nowhere.
I'm not flying nowhere. I'm getting to a point. We know who Bill Belichick is. So if he pulls up to a spot and DJ Nyce Hitz is in there, and I'm like, and I'm in there with all you niggas, and I'm like, yo, nigga, is that Bill Belichick? and bitches don't know who he is.
I'll be like,
but because of how we react, they're gonna be like, who's Bill Belichick? They're gonna look up that nigga, they're gonna Google him quick, see his network.
But women don't fuck with niggas because of their career achievements. It's only because of money. So whether he's famous and rich or just rich,
that is my point.
19-year-olds gonna fuck a 54-year-old.
They're gonna look up Bill Belichick net worth. They don't give a fuck about Patriots head coach, Giants coach, Cleveland Browns, Bill Belichick net worth. Oh, $350 million? I'm on that.
But you're proving my point.
No, I'm not.
Rich people play by a different set of rules. Age got nothing to do with it, bro.
He said that he's not getting no kind of play because he's an old white
so being
man.
a rich nigga, he earned that.
If you strip away him being the head coach of the Patriots,
I would agree with you. If you led with that, you didn't leave with that.
If you take away
you
that,
didn't leave with that.
He did leave with that. He said if they were two random niggas in it, that was the whole. I defended him. I doubled down on that.
That's why I was saying like you can't compare it because I think if Shannon was to really go outside,
if Shannon had no bread, he was just
Shannon from the south side.
$100,000 a year on two cribs in the south side, a semi-successful nigga from the hood.
He's gonna get some
good
play.
skin and muscular ass chest. I know dudes that look like him in their 50s that knock off young girls.
He's gonna get
on a
play.
regular basis without giving them money.
Bill's not getting no play.
Without giving them money.
I can agree with that. He's not getting.
That's not true, man. I go to the strip club. Old niggas get play at the strip club all the time. Where
women are selling their pussies. Prove my point again.
He's not.
Where they're for sale, he's gonna be okay.
Not getting none. In a regular
Where
club,
old
he's
niggas
not
got
getting
money,
no
they're
play.
gonna be okay.
In a regular club, Bill Belichick is getting.
But you don't gotta have 70 million or 100 million or whatever Bill got to be an old man.
Yeah, because bitches ain't shit. You prove my point even more.
If you're white,
she's an unsuccessful OnlyFans. She's a failure.
That shit is probably successful now.
The 22-year-old. She's a failure.
100%.
You're talking about
Shannon was a come up.
You're talking about nigga, stay on track. We're talking about Bill Belichick, and then you go over to Shannon.
No.
Yes, you're right.
No, it's all the same convo.
It is the same convo.
It's all the same convo. Nigga just keep cutting the wheel trying to find a new road.
Everybody that agrees that Wole was wrong, raise their hand.
Only
Thank you. That's how you end. That's how you end the conversation. Next thing.
is what it is.
But my thing was always when you got money, they go by different set of rules.
It is what it is.
Pew 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 pew.
Listen, you can come to my show. You can come to my show.
Hey yo, man, this nigga's looking for closure.
Time, bro. That's how you close the topic. Who was wrong? Take a vote.
And I'm gonna open another one.
Oh no.
So right now,
Damn, how bad is it?
He's gonna talk about the Celtics.
right now,
3 points?
right now, since niggas wanna, y'all got me. Congratulations, niggas.
Celtics put up 7 numbers.
And then we can talk about the Lakers.
They ain't been relevant for 2 weeks. Fuck up. Mute up. I need all you niggas to mute up.
Longer than since the bubble.
All you niggas, and they're not defending champs.
They soaring.
Getting knocked out by the New York Knickerbockers, who had a 0% chance to win a game in a series where they're about to win 4-2. 107-74 with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Let's look at the player.
Dating the secondhand embarrassment is real.
Yo, let's look at the Celtics. Jaylen Brown, who I've been saying since this whole run with this current iteration of the Celtics, is the guy, the number one guy. Guess what he did in an elimination game in Game 6? He gave you 32 minutes, a whopping 20 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. Who else is
20
notable?
points out of 70 is not bad. That's 1/3.
Derek White, most of you niggas' favorite role player, averages 18 a game. Guess what he gave you in Game 6?
11. Game
on the motherfucking line, or you go home. This nigga gave you an astounding 8 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound. I'm gonna cut my Dominican brother, who's old as fuck. The only niggas older than him is my favorite player, LeBron James. I'm going to cut my Dominican hermano, Al Horford. I'm going to shoot him some bail because he's not supposed to go crazy. He's like 77 years old. 30 minutes, almost 30 minutes, 10 points, no assists, 3 rebounds from the old man. Payton Pritchard, the white boy you all love. The white boy that this man told me was the one. Was he 6th man of the year, comeback player of the year? What award they give him last week?
He was 6th man.
6th man of the year. The 6th man of the year in an elimination scenario, Game 6. Payton Pritchard gave us a very impressive 11 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds in 28 motherfucking minutes of playing time. Oh, man. If that's not a 6th man of the year, I don't know what is.
How much did Jason Tatum have?
Jason Statham.
Jason what?
Jason
He's hurt.
Statham.
He's
I'm gonna
hurt.
call him Statham.
He's hurt.
That
He's
nigga went
Yeah,
down
he's out, though.
with
He's
a
hurt.
self-inflicted injury on some Derrick
No,
Rose.
I said that for a reason. We're playing without Jason Tatum. Get the fuck out of here.
No, I don't want to hear none
And
of
we
that
still
shit.
won more games than the Lakers won full strength.
Congrats on being
That hurts.
on getting farther than us just to lose. Yeah, you still lost.
We didn't
Where
deserve
you
it.
niggas at?
Y'all lose
Home.
every year though.
Facts.
We have a championship in the last
So do
5
we.
years.
We
just
have a
like-
championship last year.
So do we.
Just like the Celtics in the last
So do
just
we.
like,
Just like the Celtics.
Same but different.
Y'all
You
You
don't
don't have
y'all
a double
shit don't even
championship
count.
that don't
Yeah,
count.
y'all
Stop saying
don't
the bubble.
That's Phoenix
shit don't
Suns
even
You
count.
championship.
ain't never
Y'all
played
shit don't even
basketball
count.
under
That's the
pressure
Phoenix
with no
Suns
fans.
championship.
You
That shit don't
niggas
even
never
count.
That's
did
the
it.
Phoenix
I have.
You
Suns
ain't never did
championship.
it. And my favorite player
have.
got 4. Your favorite player got 1.
Wait, you think that that ring it was
it's
harder
quiet
than,
time right now.
that
It's
ring
quiet
was
time
harder
right
than
now.
the ring that we got last year?
1,000%.
Hell no.
1,000%. Every best player on the teams that you niggas played in every round got hurt. I don't want to hear nothing about the motherfucking Celtics 2024 championship.
LeBron James
I
created.
don't want to hear nothing.
LeBron James
Nothing.
created COVID.
Muffin,
So
nigga.
players
Nothing.
couldn't see their family
I don't
so
want
we
to
can
hear a
win.
damn thing.
Yeah, a hater, bro.
I'm not a hater. You niggas are
Full-fledged,
delusional.
bro. For not delusional.
And
We're
kiss
not
goodbye to your
delusional.
team. All of these niggas, Al Horford retiring. Pritchard, bye-bye, see you later. Drew Holiday, he's gone.
Nah,
This
Pritchard
team
will
is
be there.
done.
Pritchard-
No,
Porzingis
he's
is
not.
gone.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
Because he's
still
done
gonna be
enough
there.
in the regular season for another team to pick him up so he could be a
Oh, no,
starter.
next year is a wash for us.
You niggas ain't doing shit forever else.
No, next
You're
year is a
done.
wash.
You're done.
There'll be a lottery team
You're
next
done.
year,
It's
and then
crazy.
Jason
It's a
Tatum will
dynasty
come back
Forever
next year,
else,
and then
in the dynasty, they won one chip. You're done.
The
Celtics-
Lakers?
No,
Celtics?
they're done. It's over.
Nigga, they got like 17. What you talking about one?
They're gonna break. No, I'm talking about.
They're too big to not
They're
rebuild.
not a they're not a franchise team dynasty
Dallas.
right now.
Only
They're
people
not.
Oh no, but they'll come back. They're too big of a market not to come back.
3 of them niggas is gone.
Only 1 or 2.
No, are you fucking crazy? Al Horford's retiring. He ain't gonna fucking struggle through this shit another year. Pritchard is gone. Holiday is gone. And if
Payton's not going nowhere.
Porzingis don't get healthy, they're gonna get rid of him too.
Pritchard's not going
Porzingis is gone.
Porzingis is going out.
All the four niggas I just said are gone.
Payton's not going
They're
anywhere.
done.
And Drew's not going.
You're keeping
anywhere.
Derek White. You're gonna
Pritchard's
have
gonna come.
Payton's
JB.
not going anywhere.
Yes, he is,
No,
bro.
he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Put money on it.
Oh, I'll put money
What
on
you
this
want?
too. Go ahead.
50 or 100? 50 or 100?
Whatever's clever.
50 or 100, nigga.
100.
$100. He's going.
Payton's not
another
going
one.
nowhere, bro.
$100.
Payton's
I'll
not
do
going
50.
nowhere.
50.
Payton's not going
Pritchard's
nowhere.
gone. Horford's gone. Holiday's gone. And then who's the other nigga I said?
Peyton Pritchard's gonna be there.
Porzingis is gone too.
When
Them niggas is gone.
Payton's in uniform next year, I'm gonna tag you.
I don't care if it's I don't care
Dog,
if
as
it's
soon
just
as
one
they
game.
lose, as
I
soon
don't
as
care if it's just one game.
as soon as the clock hits 0.00.
So what's the bet? He has to be there and play the whole season?
No. He just got to be on the
He
roster. No, he just has to be there on the roster.
gotta be on
We're
the
gonna
roster.
see.
Wow.
In,
That's a good
we're
bet.
gonna see in the next month. Them niggas is all gone.
We should probably take that.
I
back.
kind of want
riding
some.
with you.
They're all gone.
We
I
riding.
want to
I'm
take
glad
$100.
They're all gone.
Hey, Raul, send me this clip, nigga.
I think they're gonna break the team up. Though.
They're breaking the whole. Them niggas is gone, bro.
It's only gonna be certain people that are gonna be.
Payton
there.
Pritchard
They
is.
should go to whole
Probably
hundred.
certain people.
They don't need Payton. They have Derek
Y'all
White.
gonna pay him?
No, we need Payton.
Y'all
No,
gonna
you
pay
don't.
him?
Huh?
You don't.
Gonna pay him?
Absolutely.
11 points in an elimination game. You don't.
Peyton's absolutely gonna be there next year.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
All them niggas, the 4 niggas that I named, are gonna be gone.
They're gonna pay him. They're gonna pay
Hey,
him.
there
They're
will be
gone.
a lottery team in the league give us like a great pick like they did for Dallas. Hold on. Oh wait, hold on.
Oh, man.
Let's talk about it.
Exactly.
Let's talk about
That's why as soon as
it.
I said Dallas,
How
stop
the
that.
hell?
Let's talk about it.
How the hell?
Adam
did they
Silver,
get that
the
pick?
NBA is rigged. We know
That
that.
was crazy,
Yeah, that's the
man.
answer for the trade.
How the hell
That's
they get
crazy.
that?
Yeah,
pick?
it's
That's
rigged.
the answer for the
Like,
trade.
It's
that's
rigged.
crazy.
It's rigged.
You make the dumbest trade of all time.
I would say the
and you
draft
get that
is
pick.
rigged. I would say the draft
They
is
played
rigged.
in our face
all
like that
rigged.
though. They didn't even make
I
it.
would say the draft is super duper rigged.
It's
That's
not
crazy.
rigged, but
I
they say
thought
in
the
their
Jazz
business
were gonna
thing,
get
No,
this
the
is
draft was
entertainment.
rigged, bro.
That
And
was
we could
rigged
do.
this year.
NFL says the same
Yo,
thing.
huh?
This is
Yeah.
entertainment, and we could do whatever we want for the outcome desired.
So
That's
what-
just in their business manifesto.
you don't be watching the NBA like that, Chris. So let us put you on game.
But I
real
can
quick.
Google this, so it's in their contract.
No. I'm not talking about what you just said. I'm talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
what we're
yeah.
talking about right now. So 2 days ago, a team that had 0.01 chance to get
Literally.
the first pick in the NBA draft
Got the first.
got the first pick in the NBA draft. And the first fucking pick in the NBA draft is
Cooper Flag.
That is going to be Cooper Flag from Duke. White boy,
Generational
nasty.
talent.
Fucking
Super
nasty.
general. He is going to
Nasty.
be what?
Only 18.
Victor Wembanyama, who's the
You guys think
first.
he gets that NBA,
Slow
that's always
down,
different.
that's slow down.
Huh?
We gotta wait till he gets to the NBA though.
Let's slow down.
He's him though. Either way, he's him. He's HIM, all caps.
Watching him.
And the
practice
Dallas
against Team
Mavericks,
USA,
they traded
he's him.
Luka to the Lakers. And everyone said, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" They traded Luka for Anthony Davis. Everyone's like, "What the fuck is going on?"
And they got it.
I was shocked. I didn't know how it was gonna work. The Lakers won a bunch of games. Everyone started talking, "Oh, they could sneak a final there." I was like, "Nigga, we can't play defense. It's not gonna happen."
Yeah, y'all wasn't
Knocked out in 4 games. Shout out to Ant. I think they're going all the way. I think they win a chip this year because it's gonna be a wet Timberwolves
Hell no.
taking the whole shit.
Hell no.
OKC's gonna lose to Denver.
I got nothing.
Ant's gonna beat Denver. And then it's going to be the Knicks.
No team in the East is going to win.
Yeah, it's going to be the Knicks versus Minnesota. I'd take Minnesota all day. I think that's the script this year.
I think the Nuggets are going to win it this year.
No, they're not winning.
If it's Nuggets
That's
against...
a great
No.
series. man.
That's going to be fire. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Give Russ his ring before he retires.
Nah, I'm going to go with
He
Minnesota.
better. Them niggas got to earn it. That's a good. That's
I
what
would love to
Aaron.
see Russ
And that's
win.
how
I
Aaron Gordon had back-to-back
I'm saying.
end of game field goal shits. Buzzer
I
beaters.
honestly think the quote unquote script, whatever they say, I think it's written
on
in a
bullshit.
certain way.
I think because
it's written in a certain way.
this is what I'm gonna say to y'all, and it could be far fetched, but it is what it is. I think with the information that Michael Jordan being on NBA on NBC.
You think that's his
And Ant going to the Western Conference Finals back-to-back years in a row. He done took out Steph this year. He done took out LeBron.
He didn't take
Last
out
year
Steph. He didn't take out Steph.
he took out the Warriors.
He would have took them on anyway.
Yeah, they would have took out.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Healthy
Relax,
Steph.
You think Golden State would have won that
He
series?
took out Steph. He took out
They
LeBron.
don't got legit
With
big.
Steph?
Rudy Gobert would have cooked on them, and I don't
Steph?
even like Rudy like that.
Steph can't give you.
We'll be back to that.
Steph can't score 50 every game. Niggas can't even score
Rudy
5 in the
Gobert,
pickup
Harden,
game.
man.
Like,
He
why do
would've
we
cooked
keep
out.
talking like this?
Boston Celtics. So let's just start from there.
Wait, what?
Steph.
Hold on.
Steph
What?
is
Wait, hold on.
Steph.
What? Wait, what? Hold on. Time out.
I don't see no lie, bro.
Say that one more time.
That man been to the
Talking
Garden,
shit, Charles.
Say that one
Garden
more time.
twice, right?
Who been to the
Yeah.
Garden twice?
What was he doing third quarter?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
He
they
was.
would never beat us in a series
nothing.
again.
That don't mean shit.
Listen,
They would never
Ant
beat
gets
us
his
in a
ring
series
this year, bro.
Yeah.
What I love
You think
about
they're gonna
I don't
come
think
this
so.
early?
I think it's good.
the
I think Russ gets heartbroken, bro.
No,
I love Aaron Gordon. I love
think
Russ.
Russ
I
gets his
love
ring.
Jokic. I think
really
they
do.
get. I love Michael Porter Jr. I don't think they're gonna beat the
Minnesota already
Timberwolves.
got-
They're gonna
they
get
have
rid
a
of Michael Porter.
They have a number since last year.
He's gonna be like your
going.
pick.
It's game
He's paying
7, bro.
Pritchard
They know
for
how
them.
to beat them.
Crazy though.
He's paying Pritchard for
They're
them.
like really evenly matched. Like when it comes
He's paying
down
Pritchard
to
for them. That's who he is. Michael Porter Jr. is paying Pritchard on the motherfucking Nuggets.
Right? You know how to get rid of him?
Why? Because he's light skinned, biracial.
Because of the whole Russ shit. He's the person that snitched on Russ.
Oh, he was
Yeah.
light skinned. You can't trust these light skinned niggas. Why,
The
bro?
person that said Russ was immature.
Why? You're immature. You're interviewing porn stars on your fucking podcast.
Who?
Michael Porter Jr. You
even know
goofy
you're
ass nigga.
there was
How you
something
gonna
about it.
interview Lana Rhodes
was
and
something
talk about
about Gil
Russell
Serino.
Westbrook, who's done more in the NBA in 3 seasons than you did in your whole career, which is 4,
first ballot Hall of Fame
and say that this nigga's immature? Are you crazy?
Because they were so much on Gil's
This
Arena.
nigga's a whole
and they
bitch.
was filtering it out like, all right, like when
That nigga's a
obviously
bitch,
it happened,
bro.
It happened like game 2 of last series.
Yo.
And they brought it out to who was quote unquote not producing that game. Only 2 people. Michael Porter Jr. was one of them. Out of everybody, like
nigga,
the starters, Michael Porter Jr. is the only person out of that starting 5 that didn't produce that game.
He's a bitch. He's a whole
He's one
bitch.
of them there. Murray loves him. All them dudes love Westbrook, bro. They love him.
Yo, I like Denver as a team, but I don't think the league wants to see Denver win this year.
No.
They're not going to win. It's going to be Minnesota.
Hold on.
You know why?
Let him land. Let him land. Let him land.
Because the fact that they let their coach go, the value for coaches will go down so crazy.
That Mike Malone shit was crazy, bro. That Mike Malone shit was crazy.
The league cannot
That came
have
out of nowhere. And here's my issue with professional sports right now. Because coaching matters in all sports. I didn't
Absolutely.
think it mattered in basketball for a long time until I reflected on like what happened to the 07 Cleveland Cavaliers.
That's David Blatt.
What, huh?
Yep.
Well, yeah, the David Blatt coach.
That was the year they won the championship.
They fired him.
He
when
had
they
2
were the number 1
years,
seed.
15 and 16. The year that they won the championship is when they fired him. They
That's when
fired him
Tyronn
midway
and
through.
Tyronn-
Yeah,
But I'm talking about the 07 Cavaliers. I'm talking about the 2015 Golden State Warriors when they won the chip. and it ain't had nothing to do with Steve Kerr.
Sure did.
This nigga, Mark Jackson, did everything in his power. And going back and listening to Jamal Crawford and the other nigga that was just on, he wasn't on Gil's Arena. He was on another, I think he was on 520 podcast. It was Jordan Crawford. Jordan Crawford was like, yo, bro, the way Mark was in this man's ear, like motivating Steph, that's why he became the guy that he was from 2014
Green light,
on.
yeah.
He gave him the green light and he said, yo, bro, the only way we're going to beat the Clippers is if you stop being fucking nice. Stop being nice to Chris Paul. We get it. You got respect for him, but go at his fucking neck, nigga. Stop being a bitch. And he went at this nigga, has one of the greatest highlights on Chris Paul ever, and that's my dog. I love Chris Paul.
Are you talking about Steph and Chris?
Yes, Steph and Chris, when he fucking
sat that nigga down.
shaked him up.
Oh, remember when he
sat
sat that
down.
down one and was like, this ain't 2016
Dog, and then he hit him with the whoop, whoop, whoop.
Nah,
he hit him with the in and out, and then step back and
He
clap
literally put him on time.
Oh my God, this nigga was
was bad.
Dog, they turned him into a twister meme.
Nah, it was wild.
They turned him into a left hand.
You know how you know it was bad?
Right foot red.
You know how you know it was bad? Because Chris stayed down there for a second. He was like, oh, damage is done. He didn't even try to get back
They
up.
turned the nigga into a
That's the
twister
baseline
meme.
one, right?
Left hand blue, right
it was on the
foot
left side of
red,
the court.
nigga.
Yeah, baseline
that
was
shit
right.
was crazy. But Mark Jackson did that.
And if I'm not mistaken, I feel like Steph even looked at him for a second.
Yeah. He always did that. Steph is an arrogant. He's the only light skinned nigga allowed to be arrogant because he's that good.
Steph
You
is
like Drake too?
definitely in my top.
Yo, nice. Watch your fucking mouth,
What'd
nigga.
he say?
He said I like Drake too. That's his thing. I don't. He likes Drake.
I fucks with you, gang.
Drake is all right. I'm a Kendrick guy.
OVO
Yeah,
shit.
exactly. You better be dark skinned black
And
man.
an OVO guy.
I don't think-
OVO shit.
I don't think you got to be a Kendrick fan to not like Drake.
Yeah, I like both of them. I ain't
No,
gonna.
I'm saying
like
like I don't think it's one or the
OVO all
other.
All right, fuck all that though. How y'all
fuck
feel
with
about
Drake.
your team losing tonight and being out of the playoffs?
We'll be back next year, respectfully.
You know, I'm fine. I'm fine.
I'm
because,
good. I'm good.
I'm fine
We'll be
because
back
that
next
team has a ring.
Like,
I'm fine because they got a ring.
we got our ring when we were supposed to get it.
When they wanted to
still
break
gonna
up
go down.
Tatum and Brown,
Bro, final score, they almost got beat by 40.
Yeah.
But that's all right.
81 points.
1981 Knicks.
I watched the
Crazy.
first
The
quarter.
bad guys won the game,
I
nigga.
watched the game up until I got picked up. They didn't play with no urgency. The only person that played with urgency was Jaylen Brown and actually cared about the game. They weren't making shots. They were settling for threes.
Look at how sad this nigga sounds, bro.
No, it's not surprising.
Listen to how sad my cousin sounds,
It's
yo.
not surprising, but at the end of the day,
Jaylen
you
Brown
have
was the
to be-
only one shooting
No, you have to
threes.
understand the
He's
urgency
the
of
only
the
one
game.
who
It's
came
game
out.
6, win and go home. Why are you settling for threes when you can go in the
Nobody
paint?
I know got a
If
team
you
still
if you
in the
won the game by going to the cup last
my
game,
brother, he's a
you should-
fake
you know
ass
what I'm
Knicks
saying?
fan.
He's a real Knicks fan.
I hate
fake-ass
all
Knicks
Knicks
fan.
fans.
He's a real Knicks
'cause
fan.
I
Just
didn't-
like you
I
were a
didn't
real
know
Knicks
a
fan.
Knicks
Ask him to
fan
name 5
until
people.
Hey,
2 weeks
hey,
ago.
hey.
Ask him to name
Hey,
5 people
Chad.
on the
Since
team.
2 weeks ago.
Since this nigga want to send me to Streaming University, AO chat. You don't let this nigga Nice
I'm gonna
fool
go to
you.
Streaming University.
This nigga was a Knicks
Hit up
fan
KC.
from 2008
He was a Knicks fan?
to 2014, and then out of nowhere.
2K.
Oh, in 2K, there's nothing wrong with that. In 2K,
Landry
Melo went
Fields.
there. There's nothing wrong with
Landry
Hey,
Fields.
Chad.
Deion
Next time you take a
Sanders,
shit,
Bill
Bill
Walker,
Walker,
dunking on everybody.
Hey, Chad.
I ain't mad at you.
Hey,
guys.
Chad.
I see you.
Yeah,
I
see?
see
This
you.
nigga-
real 2K players. I
This
see you.
nigga right here, OKC Thunder fan, but now he a
First
Boston
of all,
Celtics
I'm a
fan.
Russell
So
Westbrook
we see
fan.
a trend.
Whoa,
we
whoa.
see a trend with these
Whoa.
Knicks
Russell
and
Fans to the Celtics is wild.
Russell
Good team.
Westbrook fan. Let's get.
I don't
let's
have
not
a
get it
team.
confused. He's a LeBron.
And your favorite player, according to
he's
you,
a LeBron follower.
I'm a LeBron James
Ebro was talking about
fan.
niggas like you the other
Wale
day.
James
Who's who?
the third.
Ebro was talking about niggas
We don't
like
even
you the
care
other
what
day.
Ebro gotta say.
The
Is
niggas
Ebro
that's-
black?
that's
Is he white?
fans-
Is he a boiled egg? What is he?
The niggas
What
that's
kind
just
of race?
fans of a player.
What race is Ebro?
Super
We're not talking
Blaze.
about him.
Super Blaze.
But you
He loves LeBron.
You are a glazer of the South of Mr. Tatum. So are you, sir.
But you love LeBron.
And before, Westbrook was your savior.
Yeah,
He-
Westbrook is my favorite player in the league. That's my
yeah.
guy. But
Bill Walker and Carmelo Anthony
was
were
my
his
favorite.
favorite
Carmelo-
players.
Carmelo was my favorite player.
In 2K, JR didn't miss, respectfully. And in Marshall.
He did
Bill
miss.
Walker was
I mean,
dunking
for
on
what
niggas
it's
like
worth
crazy.
though, for what it's worth though,
And then he never played with the Celtics
seeing
too,
a
by
guy
the way.
like Russell Westbrook
not
in the
that-
NBA
that
who got that much passion, yo, that should be entertaining, bro. You really be feeling
Russell
getting
Westbrook
there
is
with
that
him.
nigga, man. He got
Seeing
yo,
somebody
respect.
care that much,
Russ,
like on some
I
Robin
lo-
shit, bro,
Y'all
is
think
my
New
favorite
York
player.
gonna beat Indiana though?
The Knicks?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You said y'all.
Pacers are gonna
He's
sweep
not-
them. The Pacers are gonna sweep
Indy?
them. Respectfully. They're gonna sweep.
I think that's the best matchup for them.
They're gonna sweep them.
I think that's going
Whoever
7.
wins is getting swept.
Yeah. Whoever wins is getting swept.
So
But I think the Knicks
don't
Pacers
matter.
series is going to go 7 games.
Matchups, though, I don't think. I think Minnesota and Indiana will be crazy though.
If they do, then Indiana's gonna lose.
every game.
Listen,
Minnesota gonna sweep them.
Minnesota's beating the Denver Nuggets, and
It's
they're
not,
going to.
it's not profitable for the
Hell
NBA for
no.
that to be a
they're
sweep.
Want to put another 25 on?
They need that ad revenue. You know what I'm saying?
You're going
you're
to
gonna
be
lose that
Venmoing me a lot in the next month.
That's why sweeps in the finals is rare.
You're going to lose that.
I
A
believe.
team got to really be better than
why-
the other team for that to happen.
If Jokic can win this game 7, they're
that bottle.
going to the finals.
Who's left? Minnesota, OKC.
If they can get
It's Minnesota, Denver, Knicks, and Indiana. That's it. 4
Yeah.
teams left. We down to the wire, goddammit.
I got Denver going into the finals.
They're not going to the finals, bro. Jokic doesn't have enough
bet?
help.
Hey yo,
I don't think Anthony Edwards has
hey,
that
the
much.
NBA. So if we seen
What? You're bugging.
If
Now
we-
I was reading
if
all
we-
them
if we
niggas.
see- if we seen the NBA
than Jokic has?
Yes.
if we seen the
Jamal
NBA,
Murray is inconsistent.
I don't think
Aaron
so.
Gordon,
Jamal
cool.
Murray's
He did
under
his
the weather.
thing to beat the Clippers. Awesome. Great. He did his thing to win game 1 of this series.
Jamal's
Awesome.
under the
Great.
weather right now.
If they beat OKC in game 7, I think they're down. I think they're losing 5 to Minnesota.
Hell no.
Ant is on another level right now.
Matchup-wise,
Niggas ain't really watching the games. Niggas ain't really watching what's happening with the
Matchup-wise, I
coaching.
thought the only player Ant-Man was still scared of in this playoffs was Steph Curry.
Mike, bro, you gotta make sure you speak
Matchup-wise, the only player Ant-Man was still scared of was Steph Curry. The
Yeah.
moment
Yeah,
he
'cause
couldn't
you-
play
yeah.
Steph,
well, he wanted that challenge.
No,
though.
Yeah.
he did, but
you could tell he did.
I don't think he would have got
His fears were Steph Curry, Kyrie Irving, and Luka Doncic. He
got
had
rid
beat
of
all
all
3 of them.
You know when I knew it was scared of
It's
Steph?
over.
When he was talking about
It's
Steph's
over.
work
He
ethic.
beat all 3 of them.
Yo, I'm
He
not
did.
about to
He
run
beat
around
Luka
the
last year. What you
court.
talking about?
Can't chase that, man. You can't play him.
I
like
know
that.
I'm lying. He lost.
But he
to-
shouldn't have to.
Yo, you would have to.
a healthy.
But if that's the man that you're guarding, you got to
No.
run with that nigga.
Yeah, but
But also, yeah, no, he's not being a healthy step. But also,
is crazy.
the way the Golden State Warriors are set
Never
up,
supposed to work.
those role players are trash. Like Draymond Green has not been good at basketball for 10 years.
First
He's not
ballot Hall of
supposed to be.
Famer.
He's not supposed to be.
Watch.
He's second ballot.
Honestly,
Second ballot.
First, watch.
They're gonna give him first because of the 4 rings, but he didn't do nothing to earn.
This is a
It's gonna be
valid. This
sick.
is a valid
He
debate.
lost his like.
Excuse me.
I'm right in the middle on this.
He's gonna get first because of the 4 rings, but he didn't do anything
I'm not gonna
to
take
earn
no
more
Golden
than
State
1
slander
ring.
from no Laker fan.
I'm not a Laker fan. I'm a LeBron fan. I'm a LeBron fan.
Technically, you're a Laker
I can
fan.
say that all the fuck I want.
But you're a Laker
How
fan
many
right
times
now.
did they beat the Lakers in the finals? Never.
But
What are you talking
You're
about?
a Laker fan at this moment, though.
I have to be because my favorite player is there.
Wait, could you repeat that?
Wale,
That's that light skin shit right
LeBron.
there.
No, that is that
Vanderbilt.
Wole shit.
He ain't a Cleveland
Vanderbilt.
fan.
Yo, can
But
you
8
just,
years ago,
Vanderbilt
Wale
what?
had a
That's your
Cleveland
favorite
Scully.
yo, can you just trademark
I got a
that
Laker
name?
Scully now
Can
too.
you just trademark
He ain't
that
a
name
fan,
from
though.
now on? Like,
Trademark what name?
He supports Team Merch.
Wale, LeBron James III. Like,
Luka
you just, like,
Doncic fan.
Can that just be your
Now
name?
he's
on this podcast?
Slovenian.
Do you want to be
He's black and Slovenian
Damian
now.
Tatum?
He's Blavanian.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Nice
Slovenian.
Tatum, Nice Tatum the first,
Yeah, Blavanian.
and Damien Tatum the first.
That's
And then
crazy.
who's your favorite player?
Wale, LeBron
Who?
James III.
Curry.
Oh,
So
Kyrie. That hate
so
was
you didn't
crazy.
watch basketball before Stephen Curry became popular.
Curry fans are liars.
Kobe.
Yeah, definitely. We all know what we did.
Respect.
Oh, Kobe.
Respect.
Kobe's got to be one person.
I had a Kobe
All right,
poster in
boom,
my
let's
house.
do this.
But
Let's
he's
do
been going a
this.
while though.
Let's do this. Who's Kobe's best teammate ever? Kobe fan.
Obviously.
Hey, shut up.
Derek
Mute
Fisher.
up. Mute up. Mute
My
up.
bad, my bad.
Derek Fisher, cool. Mute up. Kobe's best teammate ever. Kobe fan.
Oh, I'll remember.
How you not remember? You're a Kobe fan.
Wait.
Who said Robert Horry?
We can't go now.
No.
That's what you're
They
saying?
made up afterwards.
We're talking to Charles right now.
bad,
I still want Charles.
My bad.
Charles.
He's one of them niggas who score 40 any night.
Charles.
Hold up a second.
Kobe Bryant.
The fact Kobe,
His
my
best
favorite
teammate
player.
ever.
His
Yes.
best
His
teammate?
best teammate don't mean
He's probably gonna say Paul Gasol.
no. His best teammate don't mean
No. I want to hear what he got to say. I just want to hear what he says so y'all can know when he says it out loud and it's
I
audible.
was gonna ask more. What's the like? What are we basing it on?
Yeah.
His career.
Success.
Who was his best
think
motherfucking
it's-
teammate?
That's always the metric.
I can think of
Yes.
people outside of Shaq.
Hold up a second. Wait.
Outside of Shaq.
Answer my question.
Go ahead.
That's not a fair question.
It is.
Your favorite player's best teammate is not supposed to be a.
But outside of Shaq, I
yardstick
can give
for,
you
like,
two.
your
Are you crazy?
Outside
Are
of
you
Shaq, I can
crazy?
give you two.
Because
Are you crazy?
Okay,
Maybe
what's,
three.
who's telling
Who's
his best
Carmelo
teammate?
Anthony's best teammate?
Who's telling that? Who's telling that?
Who's Carmelo Anthony's best teammate?
best
And watch how fast
teammate.
he answers it while you over there with your
It's
tap shoes
too
on,
thinking. It's too
nigga.
thinking.
Hey,
It's too
look,
thinking.
shut up. While you got your tap shoes on,
He's still thinking.
His best teammate got to be either Marcus Camby or Amari Stoudemire. It got to be one of the big
Oh no!
who do you think?
best teammates.
If it ain't Marcus Camby, it's J.R. Smith. What?
He's got 3 options,
J.R.
and I'll accept all 3.
J.R.
Your favorite
Henry
players.
Smith.
Your favorite player is Russell Westbrook. His best teammate ever.
Kevin Durant.
Easy.
Absolutely.
Favorite player. Who's your favorite player?
Like all time.
All time.
Ooh, all time.
Your favorite player. All time. And who's their best teammate? First, say who your favorite player is.
He's a Michael.
You
Michael.
you get your fucking answer
I mean,
together.
I watched him play live.
Wait.
Favorite player.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. This is gonna sound crazy. Yo, one of the nastiest things I've ever seen such a ball was Anthony Hardaway, but that shit was bad.
Anthony.
If you
All
go
right,
back
hold
and
on.
watch
No,
the
no,
game,
no.
So Anthony Hardaway, who's his best teammate? That's a great answer. Anthony Hardaway.
Anthony was magic.
Who was his best teammate?
Yeah, Shaq.
Yeah, what's up?
Bomb.
My favorite player
You.
didn't
Back
have
to you.
one, for real.
Kobe's
I'm gonna go with Paul.
Pau Gasol.
Yeah.
Paul-
I'm not mad at that.
Because if you ask me, because that question was
What
like,
they
you-
did- what
I'm
they
asking
did
what's
was
the
good.
angle to the question.
You don't gotta worry about the angle. You don't gotta worry about the
Nice
angle.
isn't wrong. Typically, the answer is always success.
My favorite. My
It's
real
always
favorite player
success.
didn't have
It's
a-
always success.
That's trying to see, like,
Let me tell you something.
Real.
Kobe and Shaq, like we expected them to win,
Mm-hmm.
but Kobe
favorite player
going
is
with
AI.
Paul.
My favorite player is
That
AI.
was that was
All right, whoa. Everything. Reel it back. Reel it back.
I'm not mad at that.
Chris, give me some.
AI's best teammate ever.
Never had one. Besides Carmelo.
You're right.
Besides Carmelo.
You're right.
Nigga, you can't say besides Carmelo like he's not
But honestly, he really
It's
didn't have
Carmelo.
anybody. Past his prime, he
Eric
didn't have
All
anybody.
right, you heard enough from you.
Eric Snow.
Chris.
Like, for real.
Remind me who he played with.
Carmelo.
I can't.
That's what I'm saying.
Antonio McDyess was on that team.
He got drafted to the Sixers.
Rookie Carmelo and a
McDyess,
washed Chris Webber.
Mutombo, Theo
All
Ratliff.
washed.
Hold up a second. I still
All
want to know. Why
wash.
did you ask Kobe's best teammate, though?
All washed.
I'm asking you because you said you was a Kobe fan, even though
I
you're a
was,
Golden
though,
State
like,
Warriors
it was a
fan
G
right
check.
now.
That was a G check.
Right now.
Up
Teammates
until
besides
Kobe
Carmelo,
passed, like
all
it's kind of
washed.
like the same day Kobe. We already knew, your transition. Okay, Steph, we see Steph.
I'm gonna be honest with
After
you.
Kobe,
Who's Steph's
we go
best
with Steph.
teammate then?
When we think of
You don't
Kobe,
ask me about Steph.
yo, listen.
I want to hear from him. Shut up.
It don't matter how old you are.
Steph's favorite,
when
his
you
best
think of
teammate.
Kobe,
No, bro,
the
we
nigga you
probably
thinking next to
go with
Kobe is
Draymond,
Shaq, bro.
You're going to go with Draymond for
Definitely.
Steph Curry's
His best teammate?
best teammate ever.
I'm
Clay
going.
Thompson.
I would say Clay.
KD or
Clay.
Draymond.
Right?
KD or Clay.
I would've
That's
said
what I'm
Clay.
saying.
Who did they not
Now,
try?
let me ask y'all
He
this.
contributed a lot.
Let me ask y'all
Contributed a
this.
lot.
Let me check the time.
I just
too.
looked at the
We got
time
10 minutes left.
Yeah.
LeBron James, his best teammate. In y'all humble opinion. Let's
Kyrie.
start here.
Kyrie.
I would say Kyrie or Dwayne.
Kyrie.
Come on,
Oh, that's
Charles,
a good-
give
that's a
it to me.
Miami was
I'll
crazy.
give Kyrie.
Come on. Come on.
Baby, you know I'm low key with it. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, nigga. You taking too long.
I got
LeBron James, best teammate ever.
Also, that
Spit
nigga
it
was
out.
special.
Yeah.
That nigga was
Now that
balling.
D-Wade was different.
Go with
Balling.
Come on, nigga.
You take it long, bro.
Yo,
They got two.
Let's
rings.
go.
They got 2 rings, right?
You're going to go with D-Wade, Kyrie.
I'm just throwing him in there like
Got
LeBron
you.
D-Wade was special.
No, I love those answers, and the correct answer is Kyrie Irving because Kyrie Irving helped LeBron do exactly what he needed to do.
Tougher ring. That's a tougher ring.
It was the only ring that matters.
Okay. Are we talking best?
The Heat rings don't matter. The bubble ring don't
Only ever
matter.
rooted for LeBron.
It's Kyrie.
That I couldn't
Well,
agree
we
with.
talking
The
about
bubble
because
ring
they
doesn't
won together?
matter. The Miami
I
Heat
was
rings
watching
don't matter.
basketball at that time.
If LeBron doesn't win in
and Kyrie
Cleveland,
at that
It's
time-
over. Kyrie
LeBron
Irving,
and Kyrie at that
LeBron
time
can win
was
in
like,
Miami, but if he doesn't win in Cleveland,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And Kyrie,
For his legacy,
game
it don't matter.
fucking
7.
5.
Oh yeah,
Game
41 a pop.
5.
41 a pop.
41 a pop.
I watched
Only
that-
teammates
I
in
watched that
NBA
game.
history
I
in the
watched
playoffs
that
to
game
do that.
every time.
I didn't watch it because I thought
I
they was
did.
gonna get. I thought
I
they was
watched
gonna
that
lose.
shit.
I thought they was gonna
watched
lose
that shit
in
in
5.
the Ville, my
I didn't
auntie's
watch the
crib.
game.
I'll
My
never
man
forget that
Gio,
game.
who was no longer my man, was like, "Yo, they won."
at that time.
Yeah.
never
He
forget
was my
that
man at
game.
the time.
I mean,
I
for what
watched
it's
it in my
worth, I'm a
auntie's
very
crib.
I like ball handlers.
I watched
bro.
the game. My
Oh,
auntie
hey, yo,
crib.
Derrick
no,
Rose,
Ville
bro.
in
That was the
basement.
1-3.
That's my favorite modern player, Derrick
That was
Rose.
the 3-1 back.
Yeah, that
Who was his
That
best
was
teammate?
that was the 1-3.
That was a 3-1.
1-1.
That was a 3-1
Like,
comeback. That was a 3-1 comeback.
3-1 Joker.
No, that was
Right?
when it was 1.
Joker Noah?
Yeah, that's when it was
Played 1 game
3-1.
at
No.
home and then 3 on the
Yeah,
West Coast.
and they went to Golden State and
Timberwolves,
dropped
they got a
40
confidence injured.
apiece.
At his peak, I feel
When
like,
I seen that, I'm not
In
going
Chicago,
to
he
When
had
I
a lot
watched
of
that,
moves in
I said,
Chicago.
yo, they might fuck around and come
Wait,
back.
what was the question? What was the question I was asked?
Was that the one 3-1-1.
When they played that,
when they was down 3-1.
they were down 3-1.
No. I'm asking. Remember the year where they didn't do 2 at home and then 2 away?
Oh, they switched it up. Yeah.
It was a 1-3, then go back.
It was
not-
a 2-2. It was a regular format. It was a regular format.
I remember they did that one.
They lost both games at home.
Yeah, they lost both at home.
And then they won one in Golden State or some shit.
Lost again.
I thought they did
And
some
they
shit
lost
where it was
again.
like 2-1-1-1-2 or some shit like that.
No.
They mixed up in the
There was
middle.
one year that they did that
They
shit.
did some weird shit, yeah.
2-3-1-1. It was like 2-3-1-1.
I think they won game. No, I'm lying. I apologize. So in 2016, the Cavs.
it's usually 3-2-3-2,
The Cavs
right?
lost game 1. They
And then
won
they
game
went
2.
2-3-2.
They lost games 3 and 4, and then they won game 5 in Golden State. Came back to Cleveland, blew them niggas out by 30 in game 6, and then it came down and they won by 4 in game 7.
Can I ask
I watched every game.
Yes, go
Can I
ahead.
ask you one more question before you move on to your last topic? I know we're pressed for time. Do you think the league wants to see? Well, we're going to see Indiana in New York.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great rivalry.
I should say
We're all going to watch that.
I think
Yep.
they're reigniting rivalry.
But do you think that they want to see New York, Minnesota because of the trade that happened?
Probably.
Hell yeah.
Probably.
Kat and Julius
Probably.
Randle, hell yeah.
I think the shit,
Why not?
bro. I think the shit is rigged.
not?
I really think the shit
I
is
think
rigged.
the NBA, look, right, and I'm gonna have this combo because like I'm an ex wrestling fan, so I'm trying to get back into because I used to fuck with it heavy.
Get
so
back.
this nigga's been
It's lit. It's lit
I just
right
haven't
now.
been able
It's
to build a
lit.
relationship, bro. Well, what I'm seeing doesn't excite me as much as like the late 80s, 90s, and 2000s. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
'Cause
now's
my
the
era.
time to watch. There's been some basketball.
I told you.
Hear me
It's
out.
up.
Hear me
It's
out.
up.
I'm here because I trust you niggas, bro. So when I see y'all niggas post, I'm like, I know these niggas got good taste. I'm gonna get back into it, and that's why he's been mentioning to me because I've been like kind of being curious. I've been watching the promos. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching documentaries and interviews. But I think there's a lot of parallels between the NBA and between WWE in the sense that I watched so many interviews, bro, like probably 100 hours in the past 2 months alone, just off like all like now, old, new. And when these niggas talk about how things were determined, like he became popular, but it wasn't planned. So they kind of sabotage him, but the people are gonna always choose their champs,
Yeah.
and then the organization could always
Yeah.
dull their light.
That's
Yeah.
why
So
Jey
so
Uso's
having an
that
opinion in the mix,
Yeah.
bro, is kind of crazy. I
Exactly
feel like
right.
the NBA is the same thing. The people gonna choose their champs.
All of it
and
is the same
organization
thing.
said, we want these guys to win, but a lot is gonna happen in the middle of that.
And what's crazy?
So you feel me? In
Yeah.
between,
Go ahead,
when
Charles.
they want to win and what's
Absolutely right.
happening on his own, OKC wasn't ever chosen to be no special team, but there was a lot of magic over there. You know what I'm saying?
So off your point, who's the face of the league? Who should be the new face of the league?
It's gonna be Ant.
Lakers.
It's gonna no, it's not. It's gonna be Ant.
Not Giannis.
It's gonna be Anthony
Remember what you
Edwards.
said to me in the car?
Next
What's
year
up?
is John Morant.
Tatum.
What?
Yeah.
It was supposed to be Ja, but Ja
Tatum.
fucked it up.
Tatum.
Next
Well,
year
Ja
is
fucked
back
up,
to
yeah.
Ja.
If Tatum
No.
don't, if Tatum don't
'Cause he's
get
still
hurt,
doing all
Tatum's
this
the
bullshit.
face of the league.
No, bro.
And then
Throwing
Zion,
grenades.
and then Zion ever gets traded.
But I also think that the NBA has been so back and forth.
I like that.
There hasn't really been like a solid
All
face
right.
of the league.
We got 5 minutes left.
It's been
We
bouncing
have 5
around a
minutes
lot.
left. Sorry.
The D.
Stop.
I'm going
Stop.
with Tatum, respectfully.
Oh, we didn't really talk. We don't. we
man.
can't do that in 5 minutes.
Can we have another Duke cast very soon? So
We're gonna have another Duke
I want to talk about that.
We can't talk about that.
I want to
We'll
talk
stay
about
on
that.
basketball because we're already here. But
Boy.
a quick conversation on the face of the league. So who are the candidates? It's
Tatum.
Anthony Edwards. It's Jason Tatum. It's
Facts.
Shea Gilgeous
Joker.
Alexander. It's Jokic.
Nah.
It's
No, no,
Giannis
no.
Antetokounmpo.
I feel like the past 2
It's
years,
John
Jokic kind of
Morant.
became the face of the league.
This
That's
They
play-
what
don't,
Crazy.
but they won't let him because he's white and
I
he's
watched
in his
Joker
form.
play this playoffs more than I ever watched him play. That motherfucker's nice.
He's been nice. He's been nice. He's been that nigga. They don't want to put the crown on him, bro.
I believe we're gonna get that
They don't
tomorrow.
want him to
Though.
be
The
great.
winner between the Joker and Shea.
Yes.
tomorrow.
They don't want him to
That's
be
why
great.
the league's holding on to
Yo, but
MVP vote.
here are
Yeah,
our
why-
neutral opinion.
They're waiting for that series to end. They're waiting for the series
As
to
a
end. to
nigga
be
on the
crowned
sideline,
MVP.
Exactly.
If OKC wins,
They want
MVP.
to see
If Denver wins,
who the
Jokic
top
MVP.
4 teams are, and the top 4 teams, the best player
Yes,
on these
nice.
top 4 teams.
Yes, sir.
One of them niggas is
the
going to be
MVP, literally.
no MVP, but the face of the league.
Yo,
I'm telling you.
I've been watching Joker play these whole playoffs. I'm like,
They
he's really like the best
they
player.
might let it be Jalen.
New York though. Yeah.
If Jalen,
Honestly, if the Knicks can make it to the
Jalen.
finals,
it's gonna be Jalen or Ant.
He's the
That's
face.
As a
it.
nigga on the sideline,
Jalen
who,
or
like,
Ant, and
pays
they don't
attention,
want
but I'm not
Jokic.
locked in,
So
locked
are
in.
we all agreeing
Yo, the
Jalen
name I
Brunson
hate
is
the most
like
just
biggest
after
MVP
it's
this
gonna be
ever?
Jalen
Crazy.
or
Yeah,
Ant.
I'm not agreeing with that. I'm not
Nice.
agreeing with
They
that.
don't
That
want. They
nigga
don't
nice.
want Jokic
On the
to be
sideline,
face.
casually
They don't
observing. I'm
want
always paying attention.
Yeah.
And that's why they're not
Casually
gonna win, bro.
observing, I'm never not.
fucked up because
Yo,
I
I
feel
see
like
it.
They don't don't want SGA to win either.
Yeah.
And then Ja Morant was the mistake.
One of them has to win.
The face of the National Basketball Association has to be an American black man.
It rests on a Western
It
Conference.
cannot be a white boy from fucking Coventry.
Since when?
It's
no bullshit.
never.
Because
Bro,
right
Jerry
now-
West is a logo, and it's been a black man.
Larry
and
Bird, bro.
But y'all know the face.
No,
of
he
the
Magic
was-
was cooking that nigga though.
Yeah.
They could have.
What are you talking about?
Magic was the
Jerry West is the
Larry
logo.
was
That's
the
the only thing that's white about the NBA. It's always been a black.
They could have
Crazy.
made
It was a
MJ the
different
logo.
America
They
at the
could
time.
have made
Celtics?
logo, LeBron the
Crazy.
logo. They
But
could've made
Larry
three different-
existed.
working class America.
Larry existed when Isaiah existed. When fucking
Michael existed.
Irvin still
And none of them were the
existed.
face of the league. It was Larry, bro.
Julius Irvin
And they
was the
got
face
older
of the
to
league.
remember, it was Larry.
Julius
Yeah,
Irvin
so
was the
Larry
face of
could-
the
Larry
league.
was the face of the league in the 80s.
No, he
Larry
was
could
not.
everybody.
No, he wasn't. Are you crazy? Yo,
Hold on a
we don't
second.
got time.
It
We
was
don't got
Larry-
time.
Larry-
between Larry and Magic.
Who?
Larry
Larry
and Magic
Bird
were
cooked
fighting.
everybody.
No.
Larry and Mike had beef in the 80s. Crazy.
He lost to the fucking Pistons.
It was between.
No, but
As
I'm
an
talking
old
about
man.
who he's beating.
Larry was on his way out when he
When
lost.
he got his ring.
He got one dub.
Okay.
He got one dub
Real
on the
quick, real quick,
Showtime
real quick.
Lakers.
Time out.
We got 2 minutes.
We got
Who's
the
in the league?
league.
Oh,
Everybody.
stay
I would
tuned
take
for
it from your
episode
book.
3 of
Who's the face of the
Dudecast.
yeah, we gotta
60s?
come back.
You know
Please
what
stay
that
tuned.
decade?
Julius
Because it
Irvin.
ain't
70s?
done. This shit ain't done.
70s and 80s.
Fact.
70s and 80s.
Nah, Bill.
70s and 80s.
Nah,
when
man.
Bird played.
When the Celtics got
So Bill
all
Russell was
the-
never the face of the league. Bill Russell was never the face of the league.
He was.
I gotta agree with you.
You're saying Larry Bird was never the face of the league.
He was.
For 2 years.
Doesn't
2
matter,
years.
bro. It's 2 years.
He wasn't the face of the league. He was just the top
Delusional.
white boy.
Them 2 years
Delusional.
though.
No, he wasn't.
Fire.
Delusional.
I gotta agree with that.
The
And they won
competition.
championships.
The competition was like.
Bro, Larry Bird was getting talked about well into the 90s and he had been retired 10 years. That's face of the league
What the
energy.
fuck is this?
He wasn't the face of the league at that
So
time.
was Magic Johnson.
That's not my point.
So was
What I'm
Magic
saying,
Johnson.
he was
So
getting
was
mentioned
Michael Jordan.
because he was that
So was
important.
Charles Barkley.
difference between-
So was Dikembe Mutombo.
What
What was never the face of the league.
Yeah.
But Tumbo was never the face of the league.
He was a top 5 guy. We're not talking about face.
Isaiah Thomas was never the face of the league.
It's
Yes.
talking about the era, not face.
I mean, not Dikembe Mutombo. Hakeem Olajuwon. There was plenty of players.
Isaiah
that were
Thomas
that.
won a championship and was not the most important guy in the
He
NBA.
won 2 championships
Was not
back to back.
Bill
Isaiah
Laimbeer
Thomas.
was putting up numbers, was not the face of the
89
league.
and 90.
Young
Before the Bulls went on their run. Yes, Charles, what were you gonna say? And this
I was saying like the difference. There might be the difference between the face of the league and the era.
Is
Like,
that the league is pushing you as a product.
You rule the league around this.
same shit I said about
The
Roman
league is
Reigns,
pushing you as a
but
product.
niggas don't want to
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about that.
So it's
though.
like the league, even if you're losing,
Roman
the league
Reigns.
is gonna favor you. That's Larry Bird for the 80s, bro.
Oh, my boy ain't even watching. See?
Yeah, he's texting these white girls.
Up for Roman, bro.
I'm putting the ones down.
Yes, sir.
Go say
Big
Now we're
ones. Big ones.
yeet for
Big
Jay
yeet.
Uso.
Oh yeah, now
We
shout
the ones.
out Jay. Jay, your promos gotta get better, though, bro.
Jay,
Yeah, he does. He
I wa-
does.
well,
He
real
does.
quick,
He
real
does.
quick. I want
Jacob's
to
watching
say,
right now.
Jay Uso, I respect the post that you made. Yeet for cancer. I fucks with you, buddy. I like that shit.
All right.
Yeet for real.
Facts. Tell her I
He
said.
wants to yeet on Rhea.
I love
Yo,
Jay,
I
okay.
appreciate each and every one of you brothers, man. This was a good time. I'm sorry that we don't have more time to fucking wild out and talk
we
bullshit.
definitely gotta do this
but
again.
Dudecast episode 2,
time flies.
brought to you by the Pregame Podcast and the Conversation Pod Studio. Rob, we love you, my brother. We out of here, man. Until next time, peace.
Rest my case.
The D, the I, the D, the D.
Yeah. Stop.
Yo, no, yo.